mother used to say that all the time. Somebody that she didn't think was very smart, she
Mhm.
looked them right in the eye and said, "Bless your heart."
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Like, I don't exactly. I don't know how you got this far, but bless your heart, sweet thing.
Oh
Hello,
man,
hello, backyard gardens. You
Hey,
Mm,
backyard.
backyard
they
gardens.
Lord,
blessed
Hey,
me the other
welcome.
day.
Lord, I don't
Hello,
think
backyard garden.
I've been to your channel. What's your channel, Laura's?
Hedgehog's Homestead.
Just Hedgehog's Homestead.
Lord, I know who the heck you are. Yeah, Lord,
Bless your heart.
Bless
He,
your
he,
Bless your
he,
heart.
heart, bro.
he never saw your face. He know your name.
That's so funny. Even though her face is on her videos, but it's okay. It's all right. He's a
but
good
either way,
boy.
I'll see you tomorrow. Well, Monday in your videos. Monday's my day to binge watch videos.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
I know I'm linked to your channel, but I don't know if I've been on. I am
I'm terrible.
160
Lord,
130 acres, y'all, is busy work.
Lord.
I think you've been in there because you've been in Miss T's with me. I think you've been in on a live with Broke before, Laura.
But
Yeah.
just because I watch your videos, you don't have to watch mine, Laura.
Oh,
I don't do the sub for sub thing. If I like your content, I'm just gonna watch your channel. You do not have to watch mine. Please do
I
not
think
feel obligated.
I have watched
Yeah,
yours,
just
and it's
wanna
pretty awesome stuff.
Mhm.
Oh,
Pretty
thank you. Oh, chill
Hey,
out. Don't let
Godson
me
Fire.
blush.
And everybody that came in on my channel, welcome in. Come
Mhm.
in, get a
Yeah,
drink,
God's desire.
get some blueberries, get some watermelon, get a
Mm.
dip of honey.
Whoa,
Get
whoa,
a
whoa, 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 whoa. You can get some blueberries, some honey over there. But if
Mhm.
you're talking about watermelon J3, your channel probably isn't a channel people want to be watching. I
Hey, Brutal
love
Bob.
you, J3. I think you're one of the coolest people on the internet. But if we talking about watermelon J3,
Oh, here it
your
comes.
channel probably is not the channel. I'm not trying to
And
start anything,
yet,
Maureen. I'm not starting no beef, Maureen.
I'm eating watermelon.
Where's my
J3.
popcorn? Where's the
I
popcorn?
know.
What's
Where is it
popcorn?
when we need
I'm
it?
just saying, Maureen, I don't want to start anything.
I have
We
this
need-
fruit.
Oh,
I've got watermelon on the vine. I probably have like 8 now, but
Huh?
I just noticed I have a vine borer that got my
Oh
watermelon.
no.
I'm so.
Don't worry
So
about it, Laura.
question for you, since you are the connoisseur of
Watermelon growing.
watermelon, and I come from Oregon where watermelon doesn't
Oh,
grow.
Brutal Bob, thank you.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Is it
bro.
going to ripen on the vine, or will it ripen even if the vine is totally dead?
Well, that first tendril after the watermelon,
Yeah.
wait till it's completely dead. They have all kind of thump tests, and is it yellow on the bottom? That first tendril that comes off the watermelon, if it's completely brown and dead, wait 1 day and pick your watermelon.
Yeah. And don't water that day, right?
No, don't water for 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The more you water it close to harvest time, the more watered down the taste is gonna be.
Yeah.
You want that sweetness to come through, so you wait probably 2 days before.
Yeah.
So when I say a day, wait 2 days.
Mm.
Now, is it like tomatoes?
Welcome in, Queen.
Is it like tomatoes? Do I harvest it when it's nice and hot in like the middle of the day?
GT.
I wouldn't.
Okay. You would go morning.
Morning.
You don't need
Okay.
to do nothing when it's hot out there.
No.
Yeah.
okay. Brutal Bob is my favorite person. What a
Yes.
what a lovely top row of the panel.
Mhm.
The bottom row,
Yeah.
bless
Brutal
your
Bob.
heart.
Oh
Bless
no,
your
Brutal
heart.
Bob, I agree with you. Brutal Bob, I
Bless
totally
your heart.
agree with you.
You did right during the liquor and what was it? Popcorn time. We'll have
Yeah.
liquor and popcorn. I'm watching.
Another blueberry eating.
And I'm gonna say this, and people probably won't agree with me, but since I'm a watermelon concert, I'm not even gonna use a big word this late at night. I'm a watermelon king that I am. It's not so much as the variety of the taste; it's when you harvest it and time of day and how much water you give it up until the time you pick it.
I'm just concerned that this vine is dead. I'm going to lose this watermelon. So
Oh.
How long have
Hey,
you
my,
been
hey, my
doing
Renaissance
watermelon
grandma.
growth?
You're in Tennessee, just plant more seeds. We can grow watermelon all the way
time.
to fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay, I will plant more seeds then.
It's
How-
actually
Hey,
How
Pastor
long have you been
McQuaddy.
planting watermelon broke?
Yeah, I'm planting more this week actually.
No, how long have you been planting watermelon?
Oh, just 3 years, not long.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's
Yeah.
right.
But it's certain things that I
Jeffrey's
do-
throwing the cards down there. You didn't catch it.
I do deep dive on certain things. Fruit trees, watermelons, citrus trees. I spend hours on hours trying to perfect my craft when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm. I was like that with onions. Hey, Food Forest. Good
Hey,
to see
Howie.
you.
I hate onions.
Nice to see you, Howie. Oh,
Oh,
I
you-
love onions. Oh my
You
goodness.
think they're devil balls too? Just like
Paul,
Odom.
but
Planted onions right next side the watermelon.
Odom
Mm.
calls them devil balls.
I planted watermelons for pest control.
Yeah.
I really don't think that works anymore. So I
Mhm.
won't grow. I grow huge onions. I won't grow onions anymore though. I don't like the way they taste. The only reason I grew them for pest control, I don't believe the onions stop any pest.
Mm.
That's one of them truth bombs.
I thought no, but I mean, you're in Georgia and you have Georgia soil. I thought Georgia grew some of the best onions.
Oh, my
And we
onions
do.
are bigger than everybody.
hmm
Everybody.
And we do.
Yeah. But I never say them correctly, and they're from that one town where we got our sweet onions.
Well,
Originally.
first off, if we talking onions, Vidalia, Georgia,
That's
has
it.
onions named after them.
Yes,
So
I've
of
got
course,
some of those. And they-
Vidalia. That's how you have to say it, not Vidalia.
yeah.
Vidalia.
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 It's
My
the
mother-in-law
tongue.
kept on correcting me. I said, these are Georgia sweets. She goes, no, they're Vidalias.
Vidalia.
Vidalia. Well, the
Hey,
Vidalias
look.
have a shape to them.
And when you,
They're
and when you
flatter.
say Vidalia, you got to say honey.
Yes, they are,
Vidalia, honey.
Vidalia.
they,
Huh?
they are flatter.
They are flatter. Those other sweet ones that are round like that are not true from the
Vidalias.
Vidalias.
Right.
They're not Vidalias.
No, they
Okay.
got some sweet one, but it's not Vidalia.
Okay.
Right.
Tell me
Vidalia
about-
is the sweetest.
hmm
That's sweet.
They're
And
delicious.
we can't. Never mind.
They-
Bro,
We grow
Bro,
walnuts
yeah.
too.
I offer him $100 too. He still won't eat it. I ain't no need.
Oh, so
No, I'm
there's
not.
no.
I don't want no onions.
Vidalia.
No.
Oh, okay. Gulf
So
Coast
walking Egyptian walking onions.
I've had them down here in the south. The tips burn, but up where Broke is, they fall over and reseed themselves, and where Laura is, and I don't know. Probably for J3 they might, but not right now. They could burn up the tips.
I've never grown Egyptian walking onions.
I haven't either.
They do not like it down here because of our heat. The tips burn. It's kind of like a green onion the way it comes up, but then
Yeah.
it forms a bulb on the top of the green onion stalk, and then that falls over, and they walk.
Does it create a bulb at all? Or is it just green onions?
I think it does, but I think it's a small bulb at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, you usually use.
That's
I
what
think,
I'm-
the
that's
top
what I'm-
ones. I
Right,
think
because see, my logic says, you plant your green onions, and when they go to seed, well,
yeah,
if you let it go to seed, well, I need to, either pick the
Harvest
onion
the
now
seed.
or I'm
Yeah.
going to lose it.
this
It's
is a
more
whole
like a
clone.
leek. It's
Yeah.
more like a leek.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
better. Yeah, it's more like a
And
leek.
my onions got the seeds on them, this year.
Yeah, you got to pull them before that, or cut that off.
Why?
before-
Why?
Or
Right,
collect
because
the
you get
seeds.
that hard stem through it, right?
I don't like onions.
He doesn't
Oh,
want
okay.
it. Yeah, he don't care.
But when you let it
I
get that
do.
bulb on the top, you cut it, and you can
Yeah.
take the onions and put it in a pan with a little butter and
Yeah.
saute it up,
Mhm.
and you can pull a broke from it. Ooh,
See, what I like
ooh.
to make with onions is onion jam, and that is so good on meat. Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, ma'am.
Put
On
on
burgers?
burgers. Yeah, I was
Hey,
thinking
Gulf
the
Coast
same thing.
Granny.
Hey, Gulf Coast Granny.
Hey, she's holding
Uh,
up. Idalia.
But when I was drying my onions in the shed, I went in there and I just took the onion seeds and did like that, and it was just falling out. I was
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
wow.
Mm.
We were talking about that last night. That's something you could sell to people who like those onions.
Nah.
Mhm.
Good. Yeah.
You could sell onion bombs.
Onion bomb. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't like selling my veggies, man. First off, I don't like giving away my veggies.
Well, I
I
didn't.
mean,
I meant the seeds. I was talking about the seeds, like on Etsy.
anything that took me that long to grow and nourish. I don't want to share it with nobody.
People aren't going to love it the way you love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a perennial. It needs a little bit cooler temps than we have here.
My
locally.
mother-in-law,
Good to
she
see you.
brought home, sorry,
That's
Carol.
okay. I was just
My
reading.
mother-in-law brought home some tomatoes, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm growing them. Why are you?
Yeah.
yours are cracked. I'm like, yeah, but they taste way better than that tasteless thing.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also have the Amish around you. If she got it at a grocery store, it's like you might as well go to the Amish and get theirs
Yeah.
if something's wrong with your own.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And,
So Gulf
weirdly
Coast
enough,
Granny says,
Uh-huh.
have you ever
Delicious.
Have you ever
I've had
dehydrated
it.
watermelon?
Like
I've
candy. It is. It's delicious. Like candy.
Mm.
I've had it.
no man,
Dehydrated watermelon?
Mm-hmm.
no man,
Mm-hmm.
You gotta try
I've
it.
never.
It's like candy.
no.
But I eat it too soon.
It's like candy now.
That's right.
But I mean, you eat the watermelon and you throw the rinds around your fruit tree. Ain't that what everybody does? No.
No.
I give the rinds to my pigs, but that's a good idea.
Pickle them too.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, I've heard that. I've
I
never
let
tried
the
it.
goats
You
eat
can
it.
make a jam out of them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I give
What?
the
Wait,
chickens and the
wait.
goats.
Rind jam, yeah. It's kind of like it's interesting. You put
Yeah.
it with the citrus usually.
I'd rather pickle it, I
Hmm.
think.
Who was that? Who just
Whoa.
made that statement?
Maureen.
Hmm.
Who just made that statement right there?
Yeah, if you don't mind, can you back up? Because that was blasphemy, really.
I'm telling you.
Oh, sorry. Sweet thumb.
I love onions.
Sweet thumb, you need to stop it, bro.
They were named after Georgia. That town in Georgia was the
First off, if we want to be all the way clear, every awesome things come from Georgia. And you know, let me explain first.
Okay, yeah.
We have Vidalia onions that's from Vidalia, Georgia.
Yes.
The watermelon capital of the world, the watermelon city capital of the world is Cordele, Georgia.
Ordeal.
Mhm.
The peach state. I don't really think we got to say much more about that.
True.
Actually, they have a peach tree called the Belle of Georgia, which is one of the most productive peach trees in the world. Then you have Georgia rattlesnake watermelon.
Yes.
It's in the name.
Right.
So the say that Vidalia onions came from Louisiana, sweet sir, please get some rest.
Yeah, and you need to look up the
Thank you, Mama.
history. You need to look up the history of the Vidalia onion. You may be surprised, my brother.
Really?
Mm.
I'm
Did
kind
the
of
seed
disappointed
come
in
from
sweet
somewhere else? The seed come
Mhm.
what?
Brutal Bob's owner makes some onion jam. Smells up the whole house.
I bet. Well, that's
Mhm.
like people who dehydrate the onions. You got to put that outside.
Yep.
No way for like powder and for seasonings.
Yeah.
Mm. So if you dehydrate it, put it in canning jars so that it's something to good for your kids.
And
Oh, the watermelon, not the onions.
people make a
Dehydrate
big
that
deal.
onion.
Watch your mouth. Go get those onions right now.
Hey, G Mama Grows.
Hey, G Mama.
People make
You need
dehydrated a
spit
very
take.
big.
Of
I'm
everything.
sorry, Carol. I'm sorry,
No,
Carol.
no, that's Laura. What were you gonna say, bro?
I'm sorry, Lord. I mean, a lot of people make a big deal out of dehydrating. A lot of leaves that you dehydrate, you can simply put them in brown paper bags and just wait.
Yeah, some of them you can. You can do that with moringa, but as long as you don't have a lot of it in there, because it'll mildew down here. It'll
And everything mildews in Florida. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
well, you put it in your car. You can put it in
You
your car
guys-
in Florida. That's a dehydrator. My car is
Oh.
a dehydrator.
And Gulf Coast, thank you, Gulf Coast Granite. Pecans.
Yeah.
I would never buy a pecan tree.
Stop.
It's not a pecan. That's what
It's
you
a pecan.
Pecan.
No, ma'am.
Pecan.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm
Pecan.
Pecan.
It's a pecan.
generously disagree with you. It's a pecan.
No. It is
It's a
not. You do
pecan.
not pee in the
Oh.
can. It is a pecan. My dad.
okay.
I grew up with my father from the Mississippi, and he always said, "I'm going to have some pecan pie, or like a
Mhm.
piece of
Man.
pecan pie."
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Don't
If-
don't you diss my dad?
no. I'm pretty sure he was a lovely man. He
No.
birthed a wonderful daughter. Well, what I'm saying is, unless you can walk out your front door and see a pecan tree, you can't name it anything different.
Yeah.
No, he grew up coming out his door and looking at a pecan tree.
Mhm.
No, well, that was a different tree. I got pecans.
Oh, it's starting in the
No,
side
no.
chat.
A pecan is that little container you got by the bed when you can't make it to the bathroom.
That's right.
But a
No,
pecan is what you eat.
no, sir. We have a bathroom.
What? That was in the days of the outhouses, the pecan.
J3, I'm old, but you're a little older than me, J3. I'm old, you're a little older than I am.
That's old country. Yep, yep. Mm-mm. But you
I
can
already knew they claim everything. It's in the name, though. It's not that we're claiming it. It's that, okay, I'm going to tell you something, and it's going to take you a couple of days for this to make sense for some people.
go.
I mean, just hear me all the way out. Georgia is the perfect place to grow and have a garden.
Yeah, it's a great state to grow
It's
in.
not great. It's perfect, Carol.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you in 9A, Florida, and places like that, it's too hot to grow certain fruit trees, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. If you are in 7 and below, it's hard to grow certain crops and fruit trees, correct? But in 8B or A, Georgia, we get enough chill hours to grow whatever fruit tree you want to grow. It's not that cold, so it doesn't kill certain fruit trees like pineapple, guavas, and things of that nature. And it has 9 months out of the year to grow annual herbs, vegetables, and flowers. No other state or growing zone can boast that.
We can do that pretty much here.
I'm in 9, and and it's very similar here. The one thing is that we don't get into triple digits where it's too dang nabbit hot
Yeah.
that you can't even function.
We get, to quote Diva over here, ding dang hot.
So are you 7B in Tennessee? 7B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have zones 8A all the way to 11B in Florida, so we can grow.
Well, Florida is different, though. Florida is just hot for no reason.
Florida is perfect
See?
because we can grow all the things too. We can grow.
Go to Grant and say, it's what? It's a pecan.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw
She
mama
likes
too.
a pecan. Yeah, come on.
Your mama.
No, it's not.
Your mama sold you out.
Whoa, that's your mom right there? Wait.
No, Gulf Coast Granny is not.
I was like,
No,
you changed your name.
Your mom said, but your mama calls them pecans, Diva.
I know, but mom calls them pecans. So don't.
Dad has the southern drawl.
I love how Canadian people say mom. Got to be the coolest thing on the planet.
How you say
Mom.
what?
Washington.
Mom.
Yeah. Well, actually, but I call her mom.
Mom.
I say M. I don't call her mom. And I don't. And if my kids call me mom, I won't answer them.
Yes, mom.
I just ignore them.
Mom.
They have to call me mom or mama. So
mom or mama.
You getting any
Gulf Coast Granny is your best friend right now.
Yes.
I'm just saying that I'm speaking facts, and somebody agrees with me in your chat. That's all. It's facts.
Thank you for listening.
Hey, Brooke, are you getting any rain right now?
It's rained for the last 4 days in a row straight.
Oh,
no.
I wish. What in the world?
What's your temperature like?
I got some lightning and thunder going on right now, but we ain't got no rain outside.
Oh no, it rained 3 days at least. I want to say 3, maybe 4 days in a row.
Wow.
I haven't even been in my garden in 2 days.
Oh wow.
I pulled out my hip like an old person. So
you neglected your garden for 2 days, man?
It's been raining. I work 14 hours. I get off and it's raining. I can't go out there.
Been raining? What? You guys don't get rain? Y'all don't get rain.
Oh, they get rain like we get rain.
Yeah, but you guys aren't supposed to be getting the rain. It's supposed to be coming to us. Y'all stole our rain. I don't know.
Hey, Duval.
Hey, Duval. I don't know what's going on, Florida. we're not getting our tropical rains, and they're telling us this is going to be the worst hurricane season ever, and it's going to Texas and Mexico and below our state. I'm very grateful, but I don't know what is going on with the atmosphere that I'm barely getting rain. This
We've had
time
so
we've
much
been
rain this year.
saturated. I
It's
know, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we have not gotten the saturating tropical rains at all.
Yeah, that's a y'all thing. That's what makes Georgia perfect. We don't have those problems. None of them.
That's what makes our mangoes amazing. How many mango trees?
It's just the mango. It's
You
just
grow
the
there?
mangoes.
What?
Mango,
mango.
sour stop.
And
That's all
coconuts.
you got.
How many coconuts do you guys grow? I
Okay, sour stop, mangoes, coconut. That's
And
it.
what about those dates? I'm sorry, the palm
Nobody
trees.
likes dates.
Dates.
I don't like dates,
Okay. Just for
especially if
So,
you're a
centuries
reporter.
and centuries over time and
I,
in
I,
biblical. Yeah.
I do have 5 jackfruit trees, and
Yeah, you do. You
Ooh.
do. I want
I
to see
got
them
2.
produce. I want to see
I
them.
got 2 papaya trees.
Ew.
Do you got any more loquats left?
Yeah, I got 1, 2.
J3, hey, you need to meet me halfway so I can get another loquat. I got 2.
I don't have any more little ones.
How big are they?
Yeah, I got a little of that, Duval.
My
I didn't
little
get
quad,
much, no.
the littlest one I got is probably about 5 feet, a little over 5 feet.
Let me get it.
Can't do that.
Huh? Why?
Can't do that.
Which one was that? The loquat?
How much? I don't.
Hey, girl,
I
Dad.
don't-
Hey, girl, that I would love to get another loquat. I want to get the larger ones.
The ones that were for sale and free, they've been gone.
Mm. Mm.
Wait. It's either for sale or free. I don't. What's in between sale and free?
Well, I gave some to my friends and I sold some to people.
All right, wait. You gave one to me, but a rabbit ate it to the nub. So now, can I be others and just buy one?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. I'll speak on behalf of J3. If you can't take care of the first one that I gave you for free, I'm not even going to allow you to buy one to know that you're not going to look after the second one that you paid for. There you go.
I don't control rabbits.
I know rabbits are bad.
Let me do it this way. Are you gonna give Miss T another lemon tree?
No, sir.
Oh.
No, sir. No, sir. No. Jesus, no. When I gave
How
it to her, I knew she was
Wait.
going to kill it.
That was just an experiment, basically.
Yes.
It was
I was like, I bred this lemon tree to be so strong that the worst owner of a lemon tree could grow it.
poor Miss T.
And it failed.
Oh,
So there's a question for you there. Backyard Gardens is asking you, J3Gs, where do you garden?
In my backyard.
Backyard.
in Broke's perfect state of Georgia is where.
Oh, in Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
It's gardening perfection.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should feel like that about this state.
I
If you research it and grow things that grow well in your environment, you
Right.
should have the perfect growing space.
Right. Yeah, no, actually, it was funny because Maureen reminded me of one of the spinaches I wanted to get. It was the longevity spinach. I don't have it yet, but I have other spinaches that are tropical. Hey, Shawnee. And there's plenty of stuff that can grow in South Florida. It's just you have to come down here with the mindset that it's a tropical climate and your northern crops are not going to be planted at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I used to I would be watching YouTube and everybody be like, oh, yeah, we're going to have this challenge. And it would totally just burn up in my yard. Or it would go to seed like immediately. I'd be like, dang it, when I was first gardening.
Yeah, that's the one thing I struggle with is for all of you down south. It's like I'm just getting my starts going and putting them out, hoping it's not too cold. And you guys are like, well, I'm harvesting up some cucumbers. You're like,
yeah.
Bob,
and you feel
where are
like
you
I'm
at?
still behind, but I'm not behind.
We're doing like our fourth run of cucumbers by the time you started.
No.
Yeah.
We're over all the annuals pretty much right now. The only thing
Hey, Kodiak.
Yeah.
You garden in Ohio. Are you saying Ohio is better to garden than Georgia?
Who said
Somebody,
that?
he must have just woke up or something.
Zodiac.
But no, I say that to be funny. But
Yeah.
first off,
Yes.
we all know that gardeners are better than normal people. We
Oh,
are 10 times better than regular people.
Do
But
Mhm.
everybody should, if you perfect it and understand your growing space, what grows well there,
Brutal Bob, get out
what
of here.
thrives there. Come on.
He's telling
Mhm.
me, Brutal Bob's telling me he got, I want to see it on video, Brutal Bob. He's
I
saying
need-
in Michigan he's got a mango and he's got a fig and he's got dates.
It might be all in his house. It might
Yeah. I want to see it though. I want to see that greenhouse that you're growing them. He said on the property.
Whoa, heck no. Blackyard Garden says heck no.
No.
Always the best growing season. I look
Yes.
forward to it every year in the South Mississippi. Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yep. Fall
And
and winter.
oh yeah, and I
here.
think it was
Early
Sweet Thumb saying something about everybody's got family in Mississippi. It's like
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
yeah. When I go there, I can actually go on the road that says Washington. It's like my own road.
Yeah. I'm.
It's a city in Georgia named after my last name.
I-
That's nice.
our last name
Cool.
is up in New York.
Hooterville.
No, it's 3 miles from there. 3 miles.
My bloodline is Yankee, but we were good for something.
My bloodline is Dutch. So.
Well, that's way, way back, but I'm a American Yankee.
But my parents are.
You were-
wow.
You were Canadian before you were,
I was, yeah.
and
My
then
parents after the war, because it devastated Holland, moved to Canada, and then we moved to the States. So
yeah,
Mm.
Everybody wants to come over here. I don't know why, but everybody wants to come over
I
here.
know.
I don't.
I think we might flip over J3.
I don't know. If I could afford to live in Hawaii,
Oh,
I would have a tropical paradise in Hawaii. Do you hear me?
and you're trapped on an island, though. If
That's-
anything goes
hey.
bad, anything goes
Yep.
down, you are trapped. I
We're
don't
gonna
like.
come burn up your garden, man.
That's right. I went.
Or I can just,
gotta make sure you have
just
to have
buy
a
a
blue
boat.
roof.
if I can afford to live in Hawaii, I can afford a nice boat.
Mm.
I
So
wanna see it
Barbara
for
Barbara
myself.
Moet says,
Don't believe it.
does everybody plant in ground or pots?
Both.
And what say everybody?
Both.
Ground,
Both.
both ground, mostly.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah, but yeah.
raised beds mostly.
Oh yeah, raise
and raised
grain and
beds,
pot.
too.
Yes,
Yeah, raised
Yeah.
beds too.
Mhm.
but I mean, my pots are mostly just citrus trees.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
And why do you have them in citrus? Why do you have the citrus is in pots?
Because we're just a
Cold.
few degrees
Yeah.
from being able to put them in the ground.
Right.
We have four nights that will kill our citrus trees.
Mhm.
That's usually
Okay.
it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then do you take them in like into a greenhouse?
Yeah, I got my Section 8 greenhouse out there that that keep them warm over the winter, so nothing bad happens to them.
Oh my God.
I stopped taking them in. It was too much trouble bringing them in and out.
I'll be
No,
right
I'm gonna
back.
take care of my babies now. They're my babies.
Mm-hmm. I need to grow some citrus.
Oh, it's fantastic. And
Yeah.
if you can,
Mhm.
Maureen, look, if you can only grow 2 citrus trees, get you a Miwa kumquat. You got to get a Miwa kumquat. That is the best. That fruit was handed down from Jesus out of a cloud to a man standing on a mountain.
Wow.
Was it Moses?
Hallelujah.
I can't
Miwa.
say for sure.
Miwa.
I can't say for sure. It might have been though. I mean, with the you know how the story goes.
Yeah.
But Miwa kumquat and something I haven't seen nobody else with this tree but me. A seedless pineapple orange.
Mm.
If you can find that citrus tree, you got to get it. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the money.
Okay.
Sounds very Frankensteinish. How did
I
they
mean-
come up with that?
It's one of the you know how a lot of fruit trees have a name based off something else, and it
Yes.
never really tastes like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
The pineapple orange tastes like a pineapple orange mix. It is
Oh,
the truest to the name fruit I have ever had.
Mm.
Go for it.
mm. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen one.
No, I don't think I've seen one either.
You said the other one, you said that's a citrus. The kumquat is also a citrus?
Yeah, a Miwa kumquat. MEIWA kumquat. Miwa. Carol can
never
put them
heard
in the ground where she live at.
Right, except for my daughter's allergic to citrus.
Oh,
My
yeah, that part,
native Floridian daughter is allergic to
yeah, that.
citrus.
You just got bad luck all the way around.
I know, I do. I need hands laid on me and I need to be prayed for in the garden. Yes.
But I think all citrus is good because, a lot of people garden, for self-sustainability. That's
Right.
a
Mhm.
big word, bro. That's a
It
big
is.
word. You did it, bro.
Good
Yeah.
job. Good job, bro.
I
But,
found one
you
on
need
sale.
vitamin C. Vitamin C is so underrated.
Right.
Yeah, but you can get vitamin C from broccoli.
True.
It's high in vitamin C.
It helped during the scurvy.
Okay,
Mhm.
broccoli, Satsuma oranges. Which one you want?
Oh, I
Yeah.
want broccoli every day.
I love
I
broccoli.
love my broccoli.
I've got a big broccoli head that I'm going to go pick tomorrow.
Oh, good for
Mhm.
you.
I like
Mhm.
broccoli, but I love Satsumas.
Mm.
Anybody buy
Kodiak said he got one. He just don't know what kind he got.
anybody buy from yarden.com?
No.
They have one and they've got it on sale. It's in a
Oh, no,
five-
no. Also, silly me, Georgia has their own nursery. GeorgiaGrownNursery.com.
Oh,
They
okay.
have everything, literally, all the citrus you want.
The state
Or
has it?
GeorgiaGrownCitrus.com.
Oh, okay.
GeorgiaGrownCitrus.com. So, yeah, we have everything in Georgia.
Oh, thank you, DCBs.
Georgia is sustainable.
Yeah, Barbara. Barbara.
If shift happens, you need to move to Georgia because that's where you're going to be able to grow everything and have everything beautiful and delicious.
So one of the things that kills me here in Tennessee, and I know in Georgia you guys have this too, humidity.
Oh, my God.
Chuck, come on, guys.
When you're drying stuff like onions and stuff like that, did the humidity ever get your stuff? Because it
No, not yet. It seems like it should, but it doesn't.
Okay.
It seems like it should.
Probably storms.
My Georgia sweets and my Walla Wallas got soft. I had to.
Hey, Barb.
No, I did lose some onions now. Yes,
Hey,
I did
Barb.
lose some onions.
Sounds good.
Okay.
The onion variety was Australian. Oh, I can't think of it. It's Australian something, but it's supposed to be huge onions.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled them, I put them in the shed, and they got mushy. So yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but I mean, even if you walk outside with your phone and you flip it up,
Yeah.
it just.
Well, no, I walk outside and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in that period of time that happened. So
Yeah.
My first time, or no, not my first time, my second time to Florida, I was meeting my cousins down there. We're having a cousins weekend, and it was like, I don't know, maybe about 5 o'clock. And my cousin says, she goes, I never shower. Every time we went out, there was like 9 of us. We'd all come home and everybody would have to have a shower.
Yeah.
And then we'd go back out and we all come home because just the clamminess and the ick, and it's like, I never shower 5 times in one day.
That's why I laughed when you guys mentioned that.
And realistically, that's only been like the last 3 or 4 years.
What? No, you
this
mean
humidity. Our humidity.
Oh man, when my son was in boot camp and I went down there,
not here.
The humidity was so thick you could see it floating through the air.
Yeah,
in Georgia.
Our humidity is off.
A lot of people think she's lying and think, "Oh, she's just making that."
No,
that's the
I
thing.
believe her.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's just like the heat rippling off the blacktop. You can see that.
Same thing.
Yeah.
So Barb just said that she's put in her fall seeds and she planted her new Honey Crisp apple tree today. Congratulations.
You know the best state Honey Crisp apples grow in? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not.
Oh.
But look, Maureen, Carol, Lord, J3, I've enjoyed being, but I have to go to work in the morning. So I have to
Ooh,
lay
you
down.
gotta go to work, man.
Yeah, I still have a job. I'm not famous yet. I'm working on it though. I'm working hard.
Well, now we
So,
know you
Good
don't
for
work for
you.
Chick-fil-A because it's Sunday tomorrow, and Chick-fil-A is not open on Sunday. So you're not.
Lord, hey,
We
look,
won't run into you as a manager at Chick-fil-A. So we
if
know
I
that.
was blessed enough to work at Chick-fil-A, look here, man. That is my dream job. Chick-fil-A is awesome.
It is a
And
great job, I'm sure. I love Chick-fil-A chicken.
I'm just saying, if Chick-fil-A, if you watching and you want to sponsor Broke Farm video, come on, please. Yay. But look, now I did have an awesome time hanging with y'all,
Good.
but
You
Yeah,
too,
it's always
bro.
great. Yeah,
I gotta
it's
lay
always great.
down, man. Y'all
Always
enjoy y'all night,
Mhm.
okay?
All right.
Have a
Peace,
good
bro.
Thanks for
Nice
popping in,
meeting
bro.
you.
Take
All
care.
right.
Have
have a good one.
a good
Talk to you later.
day at work tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Hey, the Bud Files, welcome in. Yeah, the humid. It's funny to hear you guys say humidity. Like, yeah, okay. I live in the humid state, like what Maureen was saying.
It's just
Come
like
on down to South
It gets
Florida.
it gets bad here. I
Oh
mean,
no, I believe
I
it
am not
does.
joking about
No, I know it does.
camera,
Yeah, yeah, I know it does.
oh,
I
so
know.
DCB says I watch a channel that grows kiwis in Washington. I'm assuming is that Washington? So DCBs, I actually have two
Yeah,
kiwis. I have a self-pollinating kiwi. It's a fuzzy kiwi, so they're just little, and then I have the grape kind as
there's
well.
the smaller
So,
ones are more cold tolerant. They're supposed to be.
mhm,
I love kiwis. I'll have to gonna look
mhm.
into all this stuff. Right now, I've got
I
a
know.
apple tree that's going bad on me. I think
A
the
what?
leaves are. I have an apple tree that's going bad. The leaves are turning like it's winter, or it's
They're
fall.
changing color.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Ah,
is it in the ground or is it in a
Yeah,
pot?
it's in the ground.
Hmm.
It sounds like a nutrient deficiency.
Georgia
Yeah,
doesn't
you
have
might have
everything.
to.
Your deer are the size of a lab dog.
Oh, they're
And so you
like
don't have
ours?
Well,
you don't
you
have
never seen them. We got some big deers around here.
Yeah, it
Mm.
depends maybe where in the state. But Bob was like a game hunter, major game, major game. Yeah,
This
ours are
higher
the
sugar and
size
water
of.
content.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm just reading this out loud.
Ours are real small down here. We have the key deer. They're really tiny deer.
We ain't got nothing
Yeah,
tiny.
they are the
Ge-
tiny. The Panthers eat
Georgia,
them.
Uh,
Georgia, almost like Texas. All the deers are big around here, unless
Mm.
Our
they're
deers are
big.
pretty big too. They're underhunted, so they're
Yeah, PA has
Right.
some big old bucks. That's why you got Bucks County up there. And Valley Forge, I had a whole family of deer come up on me looking at stars in the middle of the night with a friend.
I was
And-
pulling in my driveway and
Yeah,
a deer was 2 feet in front of my
Mhm.
truck,
And then
ran across the road, and I'm like, man, if I was going just a little bit faster, you would have been
Mhm.
nailed.
They,
they're like
Yeah.
the older
they
people
come right
down
here.
there.
They
Yeah.
come right here in my front yard and eat on my fig trees. Right,
Oh.
right. You go open the door, deer's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had one that
Mhm.
came up on. I was out doing some lawn work. One came up
Mhm.
on the other side of my house, and I just told him. He stopped, and he just looked at me. I said, "The only reason you ain't running, because you know I can't shoot you right now. If I did,
Mm.
I'd go on my neighbor's house. That's the only reason I didn't shoot at it."
Yep.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle have the moms that will lay their babies down in their backyard and go about and do their business and come back for the little fawns. It's really sweet.
Wow.
But it's because they also grow a bounty of hostas. I think it's how the hosta, right? That
Yeah.
plant. They love them,
Mhm.
and it's
Yes,
like
they do.
it's like a salad bar. So they come to the
Mhm.
salad bar, drop their baby off, and then go out for some more shopping. I guess I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I had one that was that figured when I think it was my first or second year of living in this house, and
Yeah.
he just sat in the very back, in the backyard, and my bathroom window faces it, and so I opened it and I
Right.
said, "Excuse me, could you move on?" So he got up and left, right, and then a couple hours later, I come back and no, it's much safer here and quieter here. I'm going to sun myself. So I actually went out and said, "You need to move along."
Oh yeah, you gotta be
Moving on.
careful pushing those.
He said,
They're away.
but my friends told me this was the
Right,
best
you
spot.
see,
You would come out and feed me sometime. So they told me
Mhm.
to stay right here.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that in with my hedge, it was
Right.
much smaller when I first bought the house,
Yeah.
and they're out there eating, and tap on the window, and they put their heads up, and they're like, "What? We're eating this. Could you
Okay, have a
stop
good night,
disturbing
Brutal
us?"
Bob. Have a
So,
blessed night, Brutal Bob. He's going to
Oh,
help his wife.
good
All
night.
right, Brother Bob. Have a
Right.
good one.
Have a good one. I
Mm.
hope you guys heal up real good.
Yep.
Yeah, I have the Cottontails DC. I just saw he said something about the
mm.
rabbits. I actually have to put a short up about found one. He's sitting there cleaning himself under my moringa tree, just comfortable as can be. And I look over as I'm filming him, and here comes another one under the fence. I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
Well, you go back to David Corey.
Yeah.
You go back to him,
Mhm.
please.
Yeah.
I have a trap
He will
sitting
send
out in my
somebody over.
garden.
He does. He sent them for my watermelons. That's what ate my watermelons was either those
Mhm.
rabbits or the iguanas. David Corey.
And that's why I'm eating watermelon, because he came around, gave my grandchildren some Skittles and stuff, and
Mhm.
told them, you need to take those into the house to your grandpa, because he wants some watermelon. And my grandkids fell for it, eating on Skittles, got the wagon, brought in 4 big water. Oh,
No. Oh no. They picked your watermelon for you? Is that what you're
they,
saying?
they didn't know what they was doing, but they
Oh, I'm so
Mm.
sorry, J3. Oh
Well,
my.
that's like the vine borer. I mean, the vine is totally dying, and I'm like, but I have 4 watermelon on that vine.
I've seen people actually inject stuff right into
Yeah.
the vine with them. Did you try
I
that
don't-
yet?
I don't have an injector, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
you probably do. You do all that like culinary stuff. You might have the rotisserie injector. That would work.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
or just go to
I'll have to
the
do-
Tractor Supply and get a needle and
Yeah, that's
Or even what do you call it? Going up to get your prescriptions. You get that for kids to give them their prescription.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
might work.
Mhm.
Might work. Never know.
It might be too far gone, but I'll try.
Oh, okay. That's sad.
never
Well,
say never when it comes to the garden.
That's right.
Yeah,
Maybe you could just vacuum it out. Just stick. Suction
There
that
you
in
go.
right now.
Or
Hey,
maybe-
Larks.
Like,
Thanks for
I've
coming
heard-
in.
Have a
Huh?
good
They
one.
sometimes like do surgery on it. They'll cut down the vine, and,
yeah.
like pull it out.
Open it. Yeah. I bet what's his
Wow.
name probably has done that. Green Country Agroforestry's probably tried that before. Since
Right.
he's organic too, Jason.
Mhm.
Yeah. Larks, I need some help with that. I've got a broody chicken who's just
Uh-oh.
not letting me break her, and it's like I stick her in a tub for a good 20 minutes, and then the next day it was like I did them back to back, like let her
Yeah.
get completely dry, and then I stuck her back in, and she's still clucking and she's still fighting me to go into
Wow.
the.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Out
Did
of
you
all
do-
my chickens, I never had a broody hen.
What kind do you
Mm.
have, J3? What type of chickens?
Rhode Island red and what is that other fella? Bar Rock.
Hard
Mm.
Rock. Those are good chickens.
Hard Rock,
My
yeah.
Jersey Giants.
Yeah, those
are-
ones are very they're common to not, and she's a Colombian rock, and so she shouldn't really, because she's not a heritage bird, so she
I don't know. We
shouldn't
have a
really-
lot of Colombians down here, and they can get a little moody. The women, a little bit. Saying, it's just it might be that little bit of Colombian in her that's giving you a little attitude.
Yeah.
Women just
Yeah.
got that problem. Put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's why
we like to play house.
well, yep, we do.
Okay. 2 nights in a small dog crate, no nesting box.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because what's his name does that. Put
Well,
him
that's kind of like what I was saying. Is I put my
Right.
chicken in,
like a
and
dog
she didn't
crate.
like it.
Yeah.
I put her in a little, basically like a same kind of idea.
Like a dog crate. That's what
Yeah.
Justin
Yeah.
Rhodes did in his barn.
Yeah. Well, I
Separated
have
it.
I have my chicken hospital, and so yes, I could stick
There you
her in
go.
there.
Good
It does
for
have
you.
nesting boxes inside because it's like for nighttime I'd need her to not be out in the elements by herself.
Oh, she's saying no.
Well,
nest
that's
box.
just me.
Yeah.
Probably I could.
Well, can
like,
you
it's like,
can you put her in your brooder that you have with the lid that
Oh yeah, the baby brooder.
yeah,
Mhm.
you could probably put her in there.
Yeah.
Inside where it's safe.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Those are multi-purpose chickens, DCB.
Yeah, they're real hardy birds. What he has, DCBs.
Mm-hmm.
If I lived north of Florida, I would have Rhode Island Reds. But I also liked all the ones that Diva had on her, where you pick your chickens. She had
But
Mhm.
really
Rhode
good-
Island Red is good for the heat too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
is it
Mhm.
okay? I knew they were hardy for like the cooler weather. I didn't know they were hardy for our heat.
They're hardy birds, period.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good stock.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that they were dual purpose though. So that's good
Yeah,
to know.
Rhode Island Red and Bar Rock, dual purpose.
Oh,
Yeah. I
okay.
knew that
Yeah.
the barbed rock was. I have got what do I have? I have Jersey Giants and Buff Orpingtons, and they're
Mm.
dual.
And that's the ones you were saying are all the same color. Your Buff Orpingtons. They're all
Yeah. Mine. Yeah. Do you just have the golden ones?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. I could.
That's one of the ones that got taken by the coyote.
Aw.
Oh.
Well, they do already look like they're fried chicken. They're the same color.
With that nice gold
Oh, I'm
color.
sorry, Laura. Sorry, Laura. Color of fried chicken.
Looks
Sorry.
pretty tasty.
Looks like a tasty fried chicken already.
Carol is trying to figure out how to fry chicken anyway, so
Mhm.
don't tell about them
Yeah.
birds.
Yeah.
They, they might,
J3 did a video on
they
it.
might be sitting at the table eating raw chicken.
Right.
Mhm.
That was only one time in my 20s, and that was
I'm
on
gonna be
on the
I'm gonna
grill.
be eating some chicken soon. Got
Mhm.
ready to.
I made some good ribs today, J3. but
How
I
far are
didn't-
you into their lives right now?
We are 6 weeks, so
Okay.
two
And
more
you
weeks.
just got the the
Cornish cross.
Yes, it was like
Cornish cross.
I'm going Colombian cross. It's not that.
We have the jumbo Cornish cross.
So they get so. And how long will you let them go?
We're probably gonna only do the 8 weeks because we want them smaller. They're a little more tender that way. So we used to grow them as big as boom, boom. When they come running down the, you could hear them. It was like they thumped, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, the
unhealthy.
ones that I learned how to dress, they ran between 8 and 10 pounds, and best chicken,
They were probably
so
jumbos.
moist and
Mhm.
incredible.
I was actually just wondering about that breed. That name kept coming into my brain. how they were.
Australorps.
Australorps. Australorps.
Okay.
There's my ribs for today. Didn't have to
Beautiful.
go outside. They were delicious.
Yeah.
I love
Nice.
that. I love that Stubbs barbecue sauce, and he has his own rib rub. I just add a little bit of brown sugar, but I was out when I do the rib rub. But
Very good chicken
Yeah.
that does not lay real heavy. It is a
You
good
want
forager.
chicken that don't lay heavy?
what?
Well,
No,
they only lay heavy in the first year. Second year, they'll die down
Yeah.
a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
actually, it kind of depends on what you feed them to.
Mhm.
They can stay strong for a long time, providing you give them the right nutrition balance. They can do good a good while.
They'll eat your garden, DCBs. Oh, in the winter. No, they'll clean up your garden in the
Mhm.
winter.
Yes, they will.
I have blue ones and black ones.
If you want it for cleaning up
Astralorps.
the garden, you can get ducks in the winter, but you got to catch them again.
They make too much noise though.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't eat that many eggs. It's mostly for my parents.
Ooh.
I see.
Okay, then sell it. Sell them. Give them away.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a moneymaker.
Mhm.
Yep. We didn't
Mhm.
even mention that
When-
one last
When
night.
I started selling eggs, I had a guy come all the way from Florida. They bought
Nice.
30 something cases of eggs.
Wow.
We had a guy
How many-
come from Jessup, and all I did was put it on Facebook. Eggs for sale,
Wow.
and
How many chickens did you have?
I started out with 7, ended with 30 something.
Mm.
Wow.
Chicken math is
Yeah,
real.
yeah, so I think
And there used to be a school next side my house. I set up right because they have to pass my house.
Mm-hmm.
Set the eggs out there and everything.
Yeah.
$3 a dozen, $3 a dozen.
Mm.
Some people pass me up, then they'll come back. I was like, well,
Right.
you could've got it instead of coming back.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe they didn't have cash on them. They need to go.
They
grab
just
some
went to the school, picked up their child, and then turned around and came back.
Oh,
Mhm.
probably remembered that they were out of eggs, just like I do. I
Yeah.
go into the store for eggs and get everything but my
But
eggs.
eggs. I do that too.
I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Half a dozen laying hens for egg making, and in spring getting some meat birds to raise and butcher. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Nice.
good. It's good.
That'll work. That'll work.
Well, then his older hens that maybe aren't laying as much, those could be your
They
forager.
will find the pot.
Yeah. No, but I mean, he's asking for a forager, like for his garden, the ones that slow
Yeah.
down, you can put in there in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And cooney pig.
Ooh, Cooney. Those are
Oh yeah.
I like the cooney.
We're looking, or we know somebody close by that sells coonies, and we're looking at that.
Mm.
I'm not
Well,
looking for no pigs because I can have everything on my property except for pig.
Just put little
Oh,
And why is that?
The city.
the city.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I choose not to raise pigs after I went to a pig seminar. And,
Yes.
you know, she says, I spent a lot of time in the hospital. You know, she got, shafted by one of the pigs just on her side. And she says, and it was my friendly one. It's because I said his name and he turned around and, and just
yeah.
with his tusks right into her. And
Wow.
I went, yeah. And she said, and you can't have anything nice when you have pigs,
Well,
All you're going to do is just.
I disagree. My cousin he was over 500 pounds,
Woo!
and
Right.
that was the cleanest pig ever.
They are supposed to be clean animals. It's
Mhm.
just not our way of what we consider clean.
No, this was a white pig. He had a concrete slab up there. Then the back portion was dirt, and he'll set the food out there and everything. And the pig will stay mostly on the concrete portion. Very seldom went in the dirt section.
Mm.
Wow.
How pigs like to get muddy, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well,
No.
pigs like the mud because they can to sunscreen. It's
And
sunscreen.
Yeah.
I thought it was
And
also
cool
because
down.
they can't sweat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It keeps
to
it
help
cool.
them cool down. Yeah, like
I let them burrow and make a
a
mud.
little mud puddle
Yep.
thing. Cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. It wasn't. It's not about the dirtiness. It's about the fact that she said
she got
it
gouged.
doesn't. Yeah, and also it was like trying to keep them in, and it's just like she
Yeah.
said they'll break through anything and
Mm.
everything. And when they were doing the castrations of the babies, she said you have to be as far away as you can from the house, because if that mama hears, it doesn't matter what you've got, what wall, she will break through to go and rescue her
Mhm.
Babies.
her little ones. And I went, okay, so Maureen's not gonna get pigs unless she just gets like the little pot belly kind,
Pig-
which
Can't you use the bands for the castration or
Pig said
no?
nobody
No.
kills
Yeah.
my pigs except for
Oh.
me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the clippers.
No, the ban is for those that really hang low.
Yeah.
Oh, only
They don't
one.
hang low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, we went over that. How you do that?
I'm sure because you guys have one. You guys
we
have
won't
pigs
do it
now.
again.
Yeah.
Don't need to make the men flinch.
Yeah, 'cause I did wonder if the cooney were small. Like I've seen pictures, but
Yeah.
it's
They are smaller.
but I think I was just in horror and shock of going to this pig seminar. It was like I went up to her afterwards and said,
Yeah.
I am. Thank you. I appreciate everything you shared. I will not be getting pigs. She goes, good, my work is done. Because some
Yay!
people they just go and they think, oh well, I'm gonna have a farm. And
Mhm.
but it's like
Right.
you seriously need to know
Mhm.
what and they were growing them for meat, and so they were big
Right.
hogs, like they were big.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah, I
wanted-
wouldn't
You don't have to grow them that big though either. I mean,
Yeah, you
we're
can-
growing our pigs probably half the size of what what a lot of big growers do them for.
I
Mhm.
wanted the Vietnamese potbelly pig, so this was back in the day where, Google wasn't my thing, and I actually went and checked out a book at the library
Mhm.
and was reading a story about a potbelly pig and how the owners, the same thing, like it dug up their front yard, rooted everything out, rooted all the flowers out. It like destroyed the house because it brought all that in because they thought it was just like a regular pet. Rooted some of the furniture. But then it was like the story took a turn because he had an apple orchard next door, and the pig got out and got into the apple orchard and got drunk
Wow, because of the
because of all the apples on the ground. Yeah, that it was
Yeah.
eating.
Wow.
It was some crazy story,
Yeah.
but it was like, yeah, I don't think I want to be Vietnamese
So
potbelly
DC
pig.
says, Kuni Kuni also do not dig.
Oh, that's
So-
a
yeah.
bonus.
But if you want-
They lightly fluff the soil.
If
They don't dig like.
if you want some property really clean, pigs are the best thing to get.
Mhm.
Mhm. And
They
well,
do
I wanted
eat.
them because they eat everything. So anything that's not
Good
going
night,
to
Kodiak.
whatever,
Night,
I
Kodiak.
wanted to go, well, then it goes out to the pigs, right?
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do need to learn before they jump. And
Right.
unfortunately, I think, 2020 brought a lot of people doing things that they
They
didn't
jumped. Yeah, they
realize.
jumped right
Yeah.
in.
I
Yeah.
tell
Got into
you,
the chickens, and then now they can't, I don't want chickens now. It's a lot of work. And
Right. Right.
I
Yeah.
did my homework. I tell you.
Mm.
That's so weird because I did start my homework thinking when we were going to move to Georgia. I started it and reading books, and there was another book. I think it was A Long Way Till Tomato or something, and it was about farmers markets and like growing food and enough to take to farmer markets. And this family would provide lodging for young people, and they would come out and help on the farm. And I guess get minimal pay and help take things to market. And it was like, yeah, we learned that year that watermelon isn't something that we want to be taking to market due to the weight and how much energy is expended trying to get all of it to the market. And I even asked my dad about that. I said, how did you guys feel about going to sell watermelon? He goes, we went back to corn really fast. He said, super heavy.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Barry Storm.
Welcome.
Going on, guys?
Yeah,
What's
now it's got a nice balance again.
You gotta have some muscles to be doing that watermelon game.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what they were saying. They were exhausted.
true.
And then
Well,
you have
now-
to bring them back. What you don't sell, you got to bring back. And
Yeah.
so they have to load them up again. And I was like, oh, no.
Now they have the smaller ones, So.
Yeah, yeah. You can do
Hey,
the
Pass
smaller-
McWatty.
Hey, Pass McWatty.
Everybody's not gonna buy sugar babies though. They want the
No, they
watermelon.
want, yeah. And these are the larger
I
watermelon.
love that I can grow, like what Broke said. Be whatever state you live in. Well, I live in a province, but
Mhm.
I'm from kind of central BC, but being down here, south of like on the island here, all the things that I can grow, like my mom's always like, "Wow, that's incredible! You can grow that." I'm super proud that I've got lemon trees in my backyard. Yes, I take them in for the winter, but I don't have to take lemon in here. Like I can put incandescent lights, and that should do it for the winter. But mine are still small enough. Like we're gonna keep taking them in and being able to grow watermelon. And I've actually taken my little watermelons. They're about 10 pounds.
Yeah.
And I've sent them up to my parents who, they could never grow watermelon up there. And
Right.
so I'm, I love the zone, and that's a hard thing. If I think about moving,
Right.
you go, not interested in moving to a zone that is, lower.
Angel.
So
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Angel.
Hey, Angel.
Yeah, that's the thing about moving out of Florida. I love all our tropicals. And that I have hidden food in my yard right now, and most people who don't grow food wouldn't know.
And then you have to learn.
Other than the bananas. Then I have
then
one.
you have to learn like how to grow in a new place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
Just don't
like
all
me.
over.
Yeah, the learning curve.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly.
8 and 9 is the best place to be.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Yep, 8 and 9 is the sweet spot.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm pretty happy here. I just would like to be off the island. That is my
Yeah.
but we love our church. Like my
Well,
church
come on,
is just
Maureen.
down
Come
the
on,
street.
Maureen.
That's right.
Come on, Maureen.
That's
Get
right.
off the island.
No, I can't. Not yet.
Right.
We love our
We
church,
do.
and because I was like, yeah, we could move to the mainland, but it's like I'm not ready to leave my church yet.
But do you
I'm
see
Yeah.
not
that?
ready.
Do you see? We get real hot, but that's just like places that get a lot of snow. You stay inside. Well, we stay inside on our hottest months. We use our AC. You guys use your heat. It's
Yeah. Same thing.
kind of the same thing.
That's true.
You
Yeah,
know?
I always say to people, I said, yeah, our grass is green in the winter and brown in the summer. That's how it is here. We don't.
Right.
That's one
Right.
thing I do like about Tennessee is it's green year round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same here. Yeah. I love
Ours
it.
is green year round, but winter it goes dormant and things get a little
Like
bit
it's a
brown.
healthy green. It's a
Mhm.
lush, healthy green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always. Even in
Yeah.
the dead of winter,
Yeah.
it's, it just
Mm.
so green. here.
Corn fed life.
Cane for it. Corn fed. Cane for
Right. Hey, corn chip, what's up?
I've been drinking too much tea. I'm sorry.
What's up? Corn fed life. Good to see you.
Passamaquoddy, Mrs. Florida weather.
Yeah. Yep. I was going to say everybody's talking citrus, but even in Central Florida, they would have freezes where they would have to be out there with citrus groves and watch them. So it's like you've got to, if you're going to bring citrus, you got to do what Maureen's talking about, do the incandescent lighting, or what Broke does, and just bring them into like a greenhouse or
It's
a
work.
shed.
It's work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work as you get older. Exactly. I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to be dull.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I grew up where it was, we'd get our first snowfall, usually at the end of October.
Yeah.
You had to wear your winter coat under your costume when you went out trick or treating, and then but living down here, like at least when I'd see the snow come, I knew that Christmas was coming, and it can be like, second week in December, and it's still like looking like fall here to me.
Right.
But and it's like, oh shoot, we have things to do to get ready for Christmas. There's no sign that tells me,
Yeah.
that Christmas is just around the corner. So
Yes. I think that's
Hi,
actually
Ann.
why people are, hey, Ann, why people are kind of uptight in Florida sometimes from moving from seasonal places. And there's no time to slow down here. It's always go, 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 because we don't have a winter. Nothing slows down.
Good morning, Ann.
Good morning. You don't really get breaks
morning,
except for
Ann.
hurricanes. And those are terrifying. Like
Yeah.
that's the only
I can remember having Halloweens where it snowed in Cleveland.
Mhm.
It was like, like you said, put your coat on,
Right.
Yeah.
with your costume.
Mhm.
Or just don't even do costume, just do your face and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
That's where it was.
Or freeze.
Yeah, that's crazy, girl, dad.
Ooh.
You don't like Arizona temps or Northern California temps.
Uh-huh.
Those are some
Ugh.
hot. I remember seeing you in the car and
No.
it was reading like
Yeah,
in the
that's
hundreds.
crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it's always early in the morning.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wow. No. I couldn't do the
Bless
triple
you, Ann.
digits.
Hmm.
It would
I'm not.
it would be difficult.
Yeah.
Well, your body adapts to it. Like when I first moved here, I was always like, what's wrong with people? Why are they wearing like winter, like big parkas and stuff? Because
Yeah.
I still had my body would cycle through and get my thicker blood and get my winter blood. By the second year living here, it was like, oh, I better put on a big parka. It's awfully chilly here.
Yeah.
The first year was like, I'm sweating.
I didn't know that, DCBs, so there is something to it. Even the bees feel it. The beekeepers talk about it. Yeah, we don't slow down. They don't get that. Yeah, you do get used to it, but even now, we also, as people, go through changes as we get older and become more sensitive, I think, to temperature changes.
Mhm.
Or
And
air pressure
and pressure changes.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's what I'm concerned about moving north. I don't know how I'll respond to those. But even here, like if our AC goes out, my blood pressure goes up. I never had that before. Where if it gets to 90 in our house,
Mhm.
my blood pressure, I feel it in my head. And I'm just like, that's not good. I never had that
Yeah.
before.
That's the way it is for me outside.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
97 decibels. Wow. I don't know what we were today because today
Oh, we had a mild day today. We were
Hmm.
84 or something like that.
I
It's kind of
see.
cool out there now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 71 right now.
Yeah.
Tolerable.
77 and raining.
Mm.
We
I'll
should
take
Like
the rain.
We are clear for the
Like,
next.
I don't care what the temperature is. I'll take the rain. You know, we need
Uh-huh.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being
My
greedy, I'm just
trees and fruit, trees and garden and stuff, they loving it right now
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
because I got groundwater that I give them, but sometimes I don't want to bring that hose all the way up, so I
Yeah.
give them city water, and
Yeah.
then they start cussing me out because I gave
Yeah.
them city water.
Right.
Yeah, I don't-
The chemicals.
Hey, Tibor.
Hey,
And
Tina.
my spigot is over here in the front, and all the garden stuff is here in the back. So,
And you're on well, right? Barry?
no, I'm on. I had that option, but I'm on city water, and
Oh, we're
what
well.
I do is
Kind of.
Mhm.
I got rain collectors, you know. So
Mhm.
I have both city and a well.
Nice.
It's nice backup.
Yep.
Actually, there's only 2 houses over here that has well water, and the other one, I don't even think they ever use that one.
Mm.
Mm. You use your well water?
Yes, I do.
Right.
Especially when last year they finally notified us we're cutting off all the city water.
What?
I went in, they did it for a day and a half or something.
Oh,
Mm.
I went and filled up 5 gallon buckets, brought it on in the house.
there you go. That's what works. Yeah, we fill up during hurricane season. When a hurricane is coming in, you fill your bathtubs up, and you also take your gallon water jugs. You'll take a couple of those if you can, and you put them in your fridge in the back, but you freeze them. You
Mm.
freeze them solid, so in case you lose power, you've got these huge cooler things that you can drink that are
Mhm.
big ices and stuff. But we fill our tubs with water, so we have water to flush the toilets in case
Mhm.
We we have 4. We got 3 freezers, 1 refrigerator.
Mhm.
And if the lights anything go out, a storm or anything, nobody's allowed to open up the big freezers except for me and my wife. Because we'll take stuff out of the freezer and it goes to the refrigerator, and that's the only one you're allowed to go in.
Right.
I do rain catchment for the pigs and the chickens. And so we have that.
Do you have to do anything at all with it, like filter it with, or no?
Mm.
No.
Not for them.
Yeah.
Not for the animals. You can give them straight
They
rainwater.
drink out of puddles.
True. That's true.
yeah, my cats don't care.
I need to get my rainwater.
Just you humans care about it. Filter it and everything else.
Yeah. No, I just wondered because of Giardia with dogs. Sometimes they get that
Yeah.
illness.
I don't let my dogs do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll have filters that when we do our rain catchment off the shop, we'll have filters for that.
Yeah, for people.
Because you can, like, even if you're going to water with that, your garden, you
Mhm.
can get the manure in there. So you get
Oh, E. coli?
E. coli. You can get it.
Oh, yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
So-
another thing too where people were catching it off their roofs and they were getting listeria
Mm.
from their roof somehow. Yeah.
Mhm. So
Anyway.
Marty says I have 2 large rainwater totes and 2 rain barrels. I haven't used the well water in my garden this year yet.
Wow, it's wonderful, Marty.
That's awesome.
With the birds that's landed on your roof and pooping on.
That's it. Yeah, and the rats, the roof rats. Hey, lawn lifters, good to see you.
Also, you don't know what's in the materials of that roof either.
True,
So
some of the roofs
Mhm.
you don't know.
What's even
Asphalt.
falling out from the
when
atmosphere.
it gets hot,
Mine
it
is all
leaches.
metal. Mine is all
Yeah.
metal.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, you know, you still
Oh,
have
wow.
to consider like when it gets hot, it starts leaching.
Yeah,
Those chemicals start to leach, and then
Yeah.
you get rainwater on top of that. You know,
true. That's true,
Mhm.
Barry. Yeah, we
it's
have.
hard to consider. I wouldn't like lose my mind over.
Mark, what state are you in?
Yeah. She's zone 5.
Sounds like
today.
my weather.
Yeah.
So today, removing cattails from the pond. Never had a pond. It takes over your spare time.
Yeah.
Do you know that you can eat those cattails?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can. Emergency food.
Anybody has anybody eaten them before on the?
No, but I've seen a short where somebody just grabbed one like it was a corn dog and ate it, and it was just
But I think it's better when you heat it up.
it was all puff. It was just all
Mhm.
like it's a mess.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what part are you supposed to actually eat? The base? Is
don't
it the
know.
root?
That puffy. That puffy.
Really?
I don't know.
The puffy
Actually,
part? I
now
gotta find that out because that.
when I was in Chicago, we used to I go fishing. I just
Uh-huh.
take and play with it just because it puffs up and everything.
Yeah,
Break it and play with it.
Mm.
I have to
I
find
didn't
that
know
out.
it was food back then.
Yeah, because I know.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say this, Barb. Yes, it is going to. You guys are hitting a heat wave this week. I think we're still going to be below you though, Barb, which is nice here on the island. But
Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just copy it and paste it and put it in. It's easier. The information.
How do you know, T-Ward? Have you eaten dirt?
I'm telling you
Yeah.
what do you call it? Tastes like dirt. Beets taste like
Mhm.
dirt. But I'll eat
love
them
beets.
still. I like them. Yeah, but I like
Oh.
yellow beets now.
Marty says you eat the root.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
okay.
did it come through?
I mean, I get that little bit of earthy taste to beets, but I don't think I get
Yeah,
like full on.
I just
dirt.
not earthy.
it said
Mhm, I agree.
young shoots and roots is what I got are also edible parts of the cattail.
You
That's
can
what I
eat a
put.
lot of roots of a lot of plants.
Yeah, just got to make sure they're the right one.
I think you can even eat the roots of the mullein.
You can eat the canna lily, but it has to be the right one, or because lilies can be poisonous.
You guys ever watch those? Oh, I want to say Russian, but they're not Russian. Those homesteaders, basically,
Yeah.
it's all silent. Yeah,
Yeah, I know which
She
one.
was making
ASMR.
she was making jam out of
Was it the watermelon where they did the watermelon?
no, not
juice?
the watermelon jam. It was out of daisies.
Oh, I wonder if it was it daisies
Out
or
of the
chamomile. Do you
No,
think? It was
no, it was
daisies?
there was daisies. It was big like that.
They got a bunch of chamomile in the yard.
'Cause that would
Do you? That's
good.
awesome.
That would make a good jelly. It smells like
Mhm.
honey.
Mhm.
Chamomile smells
Cattail's
like
the
honey.
last thing to eat, roots and very young shoots.
Yeah, I know. That's a total survival food. Not something I would
Mhm.
really want to. But they're saying like they are referred to as an asparagus. So I guess maybe just the really, really young ones.
Mhm.
And then the white shoots, it says taste like cucumber.
Hmm.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew?
Mm-hmm.
There's also water chestnuts. I
Mhm.
forget. They have those. And there's a green plant that people grow too, and I forget what it's called, but it's supposed to be very good for you.
Oh, that's good. to know.
Cabbage.
Yeah, that one. No, it's like on the water. It grows
It depends on what
in
you
a lot
do
of
with
water.
cabbage.
Yeah, they grow in frog poop. Well, frog poop helps them grow. A lot of poop is usable in the
Mhm.
garden too.
I use duck poop.
And people do use their pond water, Tibor, to feed their gardens.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, I've
Because
seen
it's
that.
full of poop.
Yep, 'cause
Mhm.
poop, the fish poop, and the
Mhm.
fish, the dead fish too, the fish that died.
Right.
Cajun uses that. Cajun hydroponics would take it right out of their. I don't know if it's a
Yes, they do.
canal behind them.
Lemongrass. And lemongrass, I guess, is pretty good.
I have lemongrass. It's pretty strong, but it's good. It's a flavoring, and then you can use it as a tea. It's very anti-inflammatory, but
Mm.
it's strong. Like right now, that's lemongrass oil and rosemary in my thing here.
Mm.
It has a really nice fresh smell. But yeah, lemongrass, they crush that and put it in. But I think she's meaning like grass.
Yeah.
Lemongrass and cedar oil. I don't know how you fuse the two together, but you can make a spray out of it. It's really good for keeping fleas away.
Yeah.
Mm.
They don't like the.
Our pug was allergic to cedar. His eyes would just, her eyes would get all red.
You know, it
and-
makes sense because cedar is a good wood to have, like in cabins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps
Yep.
termites away.
Sometimes they put the shavings in dogs' beds. That's how we found out she was allergic to it because her eyes started oozing like really bad, and we're like, "What?"
A lot of animals have trouble with cedar because the oil is so strong.
Mhm. What
Thank
time
you.
is dinner, DC?
I know.
We can all head over and have dinner at your
Oh.
place.
Fried cabbage and onions.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll eat
Mhm.
that. I like
Mhm.
cabbage too.
Yeah.
I make a Mexican cabbage slaw. It's really, really good.
That sounds really good. I just use
I like tacos.
I use like a slap your mama. I like to season it with that plus the celery seed. My mom used to use
Why you like
celery
beating on your
seed.
mama? Why you like beating on your mom all the time?
I just love that Louisiana Cajun. Like,
Mhm.
I
And
love
then she
that.
brags about it on you know.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
Mhm.
I love slap your mama.
I love that seasoning.
Yeah, you saying that now, but she's in the chat. She's listening to you.
No,
Yeah.
that's her mama. My mama's
Yeah.
in heaven.
I still have a
Yeah.
cabbage in the fridge. I need to cook up
Yeah.
with some.
Yeah, I'm talking about Maureen. I'm talking
I'll
about
be
Maureen.
right over to help you cook that.
I am swimming in zucchini right now. Oh my goodness.
I can see. I can see it now, Maureen. You go visit your mother tomorrow, and she said, you want to do what, Maureen? You want to do what?"
Oh wow, that's a lot of work too for. Wow, I didn't know they grow like that.
Wow. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, I was just watching the video while we talked. This Chinese guy was going through the process.
Isn't it girl dad? Yummy.
Mm. Yeah. Well, DC, I'm just a cross. So, I can take the ferry tomorrow. So.
You know what they call them in my family? They call them Africans.
What?
Mixed people.
Africans?
Africans.
Africans. That's what my nephew calls himself. He's half black, half white, so he calls himself a African.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where that came from.
Everybody want to be their own kind.
Okay.
She said I'm crossed. So that's
Oh, I totally missed it. I was like, that just seemed like, wow. I didn't.
That's what my nephew calls himself. He calls himself a African.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unfortunately, it don't matter. I got black and white in my family.
Mm. Well, I think
Most
we all
people
have
do.
a little bit of that. Yep, going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And probably a
I
little Native American.
am a mix. So
What? You are? What?
surprise.
There was always rumors in our family too that we had Blackfoot Indian somewhere in there.
All it takes is 1% of black.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Okay. I think I got it back here in my booty because Cece said that my booty's, I got more junk in my trunk than she does. Cece told me. I was like, okay. Well, actually, she told all of Miss T's morning.
He's like J3's like, I didn't need to know that. I did not need to.
I about died.
I was hoping she didn't remember that.
I about died. Not when the police, yeah, right. Not when the police pull him over, he won't be claiming that. That's true.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true, DCB.
Right.
I don't look at color because I done had black girlfriend, white girlfriend, Asian girlfriend.
Yeah.
Almost a German girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was married, so that wasn't a girlfriend.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's more than a girlfriend.
Mm.
No, I was married. She was just a friend.
Oh, just a friend. Okay.
Just a friend.
Just a friend.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Out of these 38 years, I have been dedicated.
Good
Mm.
man.
I have not touched nothing that was not mine.
Good man.
Mm.
But I am a pimp.
Yeah. Pimping out those mulberry plants and
Not the bees, not the moment, the bees.
the bees. Oh yes, that's right.
Are you selling mulberry plants or trees?
You
Starts?
want one?
I think so. I think so.
Where you live at?
She's all the way in Tennessee.
I'm in Tennessee.
You only need cuttings. Hey, Tampa's Creek.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
in.
I only need cuttings.
Right.
Need
right.
cuttings.
Hey, Tampa.
Hey, Tampa.
Hey, Tampa.
Yeah, I got some.
There you go. Need the
Hit me up.
hookup.
Hit me up.
Hit you up.
What's the easiest way on Instagram? Your Instagram?
Instagram is fine, or j3gsfarms@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you didn't miss it. We're here. You're here. We're still live.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
Miss
do
Jones.
I? Hello, Miss Jones Truth. Welcome and thanks
My
for coming in.
second time seeing her today.
How do I what?
Yeah. How do I order some
Honey?
honey?
Honey.
Canada.
Mhm.
I can't mess with you. You out of the country. You.
Yeah. Agricultural.
I don't like the postage going that way.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, I understand.
It's true.
But if anytime you come to the States, I'd be more than happy to hook you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, if he was sending it from Mexico into Texas, they would check it for crystals and not the kind that form with honey.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some good food ruined, but then they ruined it first on some of them too. With
Yeah.
Coconut oil. There was crystals in coconut oil, big vats of coconut oil. I was like, man, like what? Don't ruin good food with meth.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up.
Yeah. That's bad stuff.
That is bad.
It is messed up, isn't it?
It's messed up. Totally messed up. But yeah, I don't know what Canada does. Like, what do they do with things like liquids that are coming in? Would they even allow that?
Yes.
They would. Okay.
I think so.
I don't know. With agriculture, I don't know if they do, like how they do that.
Well, you also don't say what it is. You don't say it's
Oh yeah, it's just jelly, or it's a cream for your joints.
It melted. It melted.
It is a beauty. I don't know how you would call that, like the concoction. What you would?
It's just a toy. It's just a toy I'm sitting here. It's a toy in a box.
Pretty much.
Pretty
much.
Yeah, that's true, DC.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up just to see what if there is any. Can you send me honey?
That's true. Yeah, that would be.
If I could send it and it didn't get no trouble or anything,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with sending it.
Right. Just some
you don't need to get in trouble.
No, nobody does.
I think it's funny that you see that big poster when you walk in the post office that says all the things that you should be sending. But yet, these big companies like Amazon and Walmart.com can send you forecasters of propane in the mail.
And I'm not sure if it's like, smooth jam is jelly. Jelly is usually the clear. It doesn't have the fruit solids in it. It's usually the clear from the fruit or
from
whatever
a juice.
Out, or a juice. Yeah.
Good Eats Homestead. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good night. Eats Homestead.
Yeah. The smooth jam, I'm wondering if that's a spread, like what we would call a spread, a fruit spread.
Smooth jam.
Oh, okay, you guys. I know it's smooth jam.
Like a new radio station.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth
Jam 109.
Yeah.
I want to look that up. I've never heard it called Smooth Jam before. That's cool.
That's Xavier University's new radio station up there in Ohio. Smooth Jam.
Huh. Jelly jam. I don't know. The difference between jam and jelly. Yeah, they're not telling me what smooth jam is.
I think I'm gonna head to bed, guys. I am winding down.
Mhm. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out
Since
with us,
you're
Laura.
3 or 4, I guess I'd be
Right.
number 5.
Oh no, there we go.
I'm gonna watch it from the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
All
night,
right.
guys.
Have a good
It's,
night.
it's good seeing
Thanks
you,
for
Laura.
coming
Thanks.
in.
Good to see you
Thanks
guys.
for having me.
Appreciate you guys coming
Bye,
and
J3.
hanging out.
Bye, Laura. Bye, J3. Okay, there. It's the juice. You make you make it with the juice. Yeah, that's what jelly is here.
Mm. Just keeps telling you what I can bring into Canada,
Oh,
but it does say how to pack and ship honey internationally. But that's a Euro sender, so I think that's some for a little bit. Not what I'm wanting.
that's really cool.
Oh, good night,
Sorry.
God's desire.
Oh, good night, God's
Good
desire.
night. Thanks for coming in. Just,
Oh,
it's
thank
really
you.
important if I can find out if I can get some honey sent to me.
Right?
Mm.
I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
especially J3s. Got to,
Yeah.
keep hearing how great it is. I want to try it too. A big fruit in it. Oh no, you might have to just make your own. It's not that hard to make. They do have like I don't know if you could get them there though. Where you can steam the fruit and get the juice out of it. I've seen those, but I've never used one. You can also just do it with
Oh.
what do you call it? Cloth, cheesecloth,
Mm.
and a mill with certain fruits and make your own jelly. And
Too much work.
yeah, but she said she doesn't like their jam because it's like really big chunks of fruit in it over there.
Well, I like
Oh, that sounds really good. Fig
it with
preserves.
fruit, but I don't want
we
it to
do
like
we do
overtake
fig
it.
preserves.
Yummy. That sounds yummy. Is it just like kind of the middle part of the fig Newton? Come out like that? Fig preserves?
Yeah,
Like a
ours.
spread?
Yeah, it's not super thick, but it's
Mhm.
not super runny. It's kind of in
Mm,
between. We did that with our peach preserves as well.
yummy.
So then we could use it on toast, but then we could also put it on a charcuterie board.
Mm-hmm.
Is how we were looking at it.
Ooh.
Did
Sounds really
somebody say they didn't like figs earlier in the stream?
I think
Did I?
so.
Or did I? Was I imagining that for the
Oh
heat?
no. I'm
I
not
love
sure.
figs.
I think somebody said they didn't care for figs, but people have all sorts of things that they
Right.
like and dislike, and
Oh, I would love apricots, like for a jelly or a jam. Yum, man. You can always also
like
just
this.
blend it so it's a spread and make it into a spread instead of
I
like a
love an apricot
chunky.
spread if it's done just right. Yeah,
Yeah, me
it's
too.
all.
Yep. And you can, if you don't have enough apricots and you have some peaches, you can combine them and make it an apricot peach spread. That's less work than doing the whole
Oh
thing with
my.
the jelly.
Okay, we need to stop talking about
I know
Food?
now I'm getting hungry.
food.
I know.
It's been a day where it's like it's grab a little bite as I'm walking
didn't-
by.
Right.
Yeah, I've not
didn't
had my dinner yet.
Have a meal, and it's like, okay, I need some chicken, I need some jam, I need some
Right.
bread. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Our persimmon tree is rusting. Do you know what kind of persimmon tree you have, Ian? I think it was dates. Oh yeah,
date.
it was. It was dates. They said who needs
That's
dates?
right.
It was broke. I think it was broke being a stinker.
I like
'cause
dates too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was brought up on all kinds of food, so there's very few things that I'll turn my nose up to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dates are great.
mine is about allergies, so of things I can't.
Oh, figs is considered a berry. A fig.
No, I can't have figs.
You can have figs.
I
dates are really good. I like dates too, lawn lifters. I like them with because you're only supposed to have so many of these, but the Brazil nuts. I like to wrap a date around, open the date up and wrap it around a Brazil nut and eat it like that for the selenium. And yeah, just for it's sweet and yummy and nutty. Yum yum.
Mm-hmm.
Bought the house. Oh, you don't have any idea. You can look it up though, according to its shape, to kind of have an idea of what type it is.
Mm.
Yeah,
I know. Just you've been a machine.
Right? You're incredible with all that cooking and prepping that you do and freezer meals.
Yeah.
Well, I wish somebody would cook for me just one day.
I
I'm
know.
so tired of cooking for myself.
I remember when I was traveling with my mom and we stopped by and visited one of her friends in South Carolina, and the lady had made us a roast beef, and we had been eating like meals on vacation meals, like at restaurants and things like that. It was like the best roast beef I had ever had. Like it was so nice. So I get it, Barry. Like the homemade meal that somebody else cooks when you're really craving it. It is.
Yeah. Well, when my daughter and I were in the same diet, then she did a lot of the cooking and stuff, and now I'm kind of sort of left for myself. So it's like a lot of girl dinners.
Girl dinner. Yeah.
Popcorn.
I know. I gotta stop doing that. I was thinking that today. I took a nap and I was like in pain, and I'm like, I gotta scale it back with allowing myself to just eat whatever for July because it's my birthday month.
That's right.
Right? Me too, Passamaquoddy. Where's that maid? Darn it. She hasn't shown up for work.
No one's like, I think I'm gonna fire her.
I know. I gotta fire my professional organizer too. She's never shown up either. She or he, I'm not particular. Like, can't get good help these days without money.
Start paying yourself more.
Mm-hmm. Right? I know. I should do that like you do with kids, like set up a little thing where I get happy faces and then I get a prize for the jobs that I
You get 10 gold stars, you get the prize.
Right. Organize this corner and you get to go have ice cream.
Yeah, that doesn't work for me. Because I've been self-employed a lot. Through my life, and most of the time I usually just fire me, and go. You're fired. You're not doing your stuff. You didn't do those emails and stuff, and then the next day I got to rehire myself again, and then it's like fired. So far with farming, this is the first time I haven't actually fired myself. So even though I've made lots of mistakes and I've not shown up to work, I so far have not fired me.
That's good. Yeah, I think I fired myself. I probably
pineapple cheesecake.
Shush.
That's
not there yet.
It's so funny when you're like, yeah, let's not talk about food, and Passamaquoddy will post like 5 different things to us with all gorgeous recipes. It's like she hears the opposite. Like she hears, well,
you want to see?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I mention what while I was reading ahead too? But it's like that's a combination I never thought of, and that it's probably really good.
So good.
Oh, nice DCBs. I would love to pay a maid to come take care of this.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, that's a. Yeah, I actually when 2020, I did say to all my kidults, because everybody was here and there was a lot of mess going on. It was like, it's not. You people are all like old. You're all in your 20s and 30s, and so so I said, if you're not going to take on a chore, then I'm going to hire someone and you guys can all split it. And everybody was like, okay, I'll do. Yeah.
Right. How quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, Shang persimmon. Let me see if I can look that up. Sounds nice.
Have you, Storms, have you ever had a thing called Pineapple Delight?
Don't think so, no. Yeah. That would be something I would remember, I think.
Yeah, it's absolutely delish. But if I can, Marissa, what besides the whipping cream and the pineapple, what else is in it? It's just delicious. Sugar, she says.
That's why it's delicious. Yeah, that's like. Go ahead.
So it's like the bottom layer is just a grain wafer crust. But I think what you do is you drain your pineapple and you mix, you whip up your whipping cream, you mix it up in together, and then and then there might be a little bit of sugar in that, and then there is this other layer where you are mixing in, I think it's some egg, and you make some sort of like syrupy thing, and it is just super light, super refreshing. It's hard not to eat, a piece this big because it's so light. It's not heavy,
Right.
so it's one of my favorites, especially for the summer. But I'll have to look up the
Is
recipe.
it like a refrigerator pie that you put in the refrigerator and it's yum? There's the Shang
Does sound good.
persimmon. Those almost look like the Japanese persimmons. It sounds
It
like
looks like a tomato
right, but much more
in the ripening stage,
Yeah. The tomato tree. Boy, would they be surprised, the people who thought that's what it was when they first
Well,
saw
I'd be on board for that.
And then trying to figure out when to eat a persimmon too, because if you get an underripe persimmon, it's like it never leaves your mouth. It's awful. Yeah, just DCP is like that. Sugar.
Yeah, I've got.
What's in it? It's just some sugar. All right.
Ooh, it's like easy lemon meringue, but pineapple and
it's not meringuing. I just want to get the whole nice.
I should have said egg. I didn't know.
There is egg in it. I just want to get some. Just do the images, Maureen. Oh yeah, it's still not helping. Is it?
I am. What time is it there? 11. Go ahead. It's your live. Go. You say first.
It is 8:52 for me. This is Pineapple Delight.
It looks fantastic. And it's 11:52 for me, Sunset Acres, where I'm on the East Coast. Maureen is over there somewhere near Alaska. I'm kidding. She hates that. She's over near Russia, I think, because I live
really close.
I took geography in Florida. So
and over here at Catlandia, we have adopted the Eastern time zone.
Pretty much.
Share this tab instead.
That looks delicious. Oh my god.
It is really good, and like it's super easy. I just need to find the
Reminds me of the strawberry pies. Like in the 80s, we would make those strawberry refrigerator pies, but that looks even better.
That one is not quite. She's not quite doing it right, but let me just see what the ingredients were. Like it's super simple.
She's got it. Yeah, it's a different.
I think I should have looked. Is it safe to? Because there is a raw egg in it. So 2 cups of graham wafer crumbs and the butter melted, of course, to make that. The powdered sugar, butter softened, eggs, whipping cream. But so this is the same recipe. She just didn't put her make her pineapple. Yeah. Oh, same here. Like it's like in the summertime, and then you've got this nice chilled pie.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, delicious.
Yeah, I can eat half the pie when they're those type beasts. Like, where did it go? Oh, it's in my belly.
I love diced up frozen pineapple that you could get out of a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, right.
Just, put some in a bowl and just sit there on the porch and just, cool as a cucumber while you're eating it. Oh, God, it's so good.
It was public school. How did you know, DCP, that I took geography in public school?
Well, the thing
I was
is,
kind of there. I was kind of in the room.
Well, Alaska, like we've talked to GT Jr. and Andrew, he says he's very close to Russia. So it makes sense why you would think that I'm close to Russia.
Right. Exactly. Totally. I'm sure. In Carol's mind, everything is just a little different. It's okay. I'm so glad I'm accepted by my friends.
We recently planted.
I know, it's sweet torture. I see
Schreiner apple trees.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, at least it's breakfast for you, so you can actually go and eat. And where it's like, I've missed dinner.
I did too.
I did not because I made
Oh.
dinner. So
Mm.
I made those they're baked wings, baked ribs. I almost said wings.
Yeah,
Stop
we're
it.
having wings for the birthday dinner tomorrow.
Oh,
Mhm.
yummy.
I have two of my kidults having their birthday on Monday.
Aw, happy
Mm.
birthday to the adults.
Awesome. Happy birthdays.
Yeah, so my number one and number
Oh,
3 were born on the exact same day.
this is neat. They were the
Nope,
Iron
I don't.
Shimmer, maybe Shimmer. It's from Jerusalem originally. That apple. It's
Oh, okay.
that's cool. Very
Mm.
cool. The Tree
Whoops.
Center has it.
I'm trying.
Oh no, I guess they're out of it. But of course, it grows everywhere except for my zone. What do you know? What do you know about that? It's actually a top pick for your zone. 8 and 9 says. I wonder if I could push it. Probably not. But yeah, it's like a gold. It looks like a golden apple. Hold on, I'll show it.
Mm.
I will show. Aw, hey yo, kitty
He's a
cat.
pretty cat.
There we
Pretty
go.
cat. Oh,
Ooh. That looks pretty.
Doesn't it? Looks pretty good. Let me get over
I'm not
to
a big
it.
yellow apple.
Yeah, I'm more like what we talked about before. See, here's the Anna. I supposedly can grow that, but I've heard it's It's just kind of I'm a Honeycrisp girl.
Oh, yes. Honeycrisp. Oh.
Yeah, and I can eat green apples. I like green apples sliced thin with like a cheddar cheese or a
Cheddar?
bit
Oh,
sliced
yes.
cheese. Oh, so
Yes,
good.
I love Granny Smith with some cheese with it.
Oh, it says it's a superb all-purpose light green apple. It's not really a yellow. Okay.
Mm.
So then maybe it's got some more crispness to it.
I would like to have some applesauce made from Honeycrisp apples. I bet you that would be the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DCBs, are you asking where Anne is located? I'm assuming maybe that. Hello, Andrew.
Hey,
Thanks
Andrew.
for coming in.
All right, there we go. Stop sharing it.
Oh, yeah, I love you too. Yes.
Yeah, I love crispy apples.
Is who in Hawaii?
Yes, that's why I don't like them, and I probably Diva doesn't either. Yellows are usually kind of soft. They're like,
Oops,
and they can get mealy. They can get mealy fast.
Yes,
some
that's
yellows.
exactly
Don't
it.
like that. The texture, like, ugh.
They're good though if you put them in a skillet, chopped up in quarters and brown sugar, butter, and just let them kind of caramelize in there.
Just about any fruit is good that way, Barry. Because of the sugar butter combination.
Cold winter's not
anything with sugar and butter.
Yeah, it's sugar butter combo.
Just the sugar butter is good. Just cook the sugar butter.
That's like when you're making chocolate chip cookies and you're doing that incorporation of the sugars with the butter. That's like my favorite scent. Like while you're making those cookies, it's while that's whipping up. It's like, oh, fat and sugar.
It's just yes.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I walk into the kitchen. Oh, okay, I want a spoon of that. A friend of mine. She's giving me her recipe for making this brownie. She goes, it's the best brownie. And then so we're on the phone, and so she's giving me the ingredients, and then and then she goes, and now take 1 teaspoon of the mix and eat. And I'm like, take 1 teaspoon, and it's like, what? She goes, no, at this point you must take a spoon and eat it. It's so good. And then continue on with the rest of the recipe.
I love that. That's an awesome
So I said,
recipe.
so it is written in my recipe just as that. Remove 1 spoon and eat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Aww.
So Shawnee says, how do you feed fruit trees? Well, I have bought an organic, it's, some sort of granules. But I also put my poo-poo juice in my fruit
Oh.
trees. You know, that's another thing. I know Broke, he puts his watermelon rinds.
Mhm.
He just puts stuff around,
Anything. Yeah, he
you know,
just
and lets it compost down.
chop and drop.
Oh, you were
Oh.
asking where I am at. Oh, I'm just across the water from you.
Yeah.
I'm on Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
I'm in
Sorry,
Canada.
DC. Mhm.
I'm in Canada. So right now, like if I walk out my front door and just go to the end of the block, I can see the Olympic Mountains from my house or from my street. So, oh yeah.
Sorry about that. But what's funny is I mentioned Alaska and in comes Andrew.
Andrew, right?
And you mentioned him too. And then it's like,
Mhm.
we should have just given him a grand introduction. He
Yeah,
came in right-
we
Here
had
comes
we had a big joke going where Carol was like, "Well, Maureen just lives over near GT near Alaska," and it was like, okay. So then I was pretending to have a map, and I said, you know, if this is the map, you know, I'm way down here, and GT is way up here, and then Andrew's even farther up. We're not close. And she was like, "Do they have internet up there?" So we have this little,
Yes.
just, you know, she
Still
knows they have.
joking. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
know a
so
little
then
bit, but yeah.
No,
Yeah, that
Andrew is
request-
really psychic, and he's sending, his messages with his
right.
mind. He's
Gotta
very
have
powerful.
something up there in the Arctic Circle. A little telepathy would help, I'm sure. I need
They
to
said dark pyramid nobody talks about.
right that they're all tuned into to get their groceries up there. We need more
Yeah, so
groceries.
Vancouver is different than Vancouver Island. So I live in an island surrounded by water, and it's it's an hour and a half by ferry for me to get to Vancouver, which we call the mainland. And Vancouver would consist of like Burnaby, Richmond. My sister lives in Aldergrove, Surrey, Langley. They're all kind of. It's
Mhm.
all just a big giant area over there. So yeah, when people, a lot of times when I say I'm on Vancouver Island, they go, "Oh, you live in Vancouver? I know where that is." It's like, no, I'm another.
Shawnee, you can fertilize this year. They just recommend you don't put it in sometimes with the fruit tree because you want to create like a circle around it. And the poo-poo juice you can use anytime. Like you can use that anytime. Most organic fertilizers are actually quite mild. So you would be fine. But you want to create it so the roots tend to spread out. The big thing is not to put it in with the tree itself because it won't spread out and look for food. So you could do it. Yeah, you could.
Food is over here. The food is over here. Come on.
But yeah.
So, yeah. So again, Vancouver Island.
Yes.
BC.
There you go.
Oh, you
I
used to live in
didn't know
Anchorage.
that. I didn't know that. The Vancouver Island and there was another Vancouver. Because you used to say that. I'm going to Vancouver and you used to confuse the crap out of me, but I didn't want to ask. Like I'm like, but you're in Vancouver. How are you going to Vancouver? What do you
Yeah.
do that?
So I when I give out my location, I just say Vancouver Island. So it's the whole island, even though I'm in a specific city, township, and things like that. And there is other, cities and towns all along the coast up island. So if we say we're going up island to perform or whatever, but yeah, it's a ferry ride. It's you either helicopter, float plane, or ferry. And in the wintertime, because the winds get so bad, ferries are canceled. So there is these things where you're like, can't.
The one in the mainland is Van Groovy, though, right? Like
that's what I call Van Groovy.
Okay, all right. Now I've got it.
Yeah. So if I'm going to Van Groovy, I go
ferry
north.
Oh, you go north. Okay, you do too. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's like where, like if you're looking at, or no, BC is like this. No, it would be on this side because my island is not attached, of course, but it would just be outside, and I'm actually below the Canadian-American border. So I'm actually, so this would be the border here where you have all of that. And this would be Vancouver. And this is where I would live without this attached.
Okay.
And then there's there's tons of Gulf islands all around, like Salt Spring and Pender.
The Van Groovy is where they do alone. They're not on your island. They're on that edge of Van Groovy.
Vancouver. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have to say
So-
Vancouver for it to stick in my brain. Don't confuse me. This Andrew remembered us joking about that with him when I said that. I'm like, oh, you have internet, GT? Oh, you guys have internet up
Pedal
there?
bike.
Wow. And
He has a pedal
he came
bike.
up- Yeah, he's like, yeah, pedal my bike.
Made DC think of Hawaii. Oh, okay.
Got it.
Now they bang rocks together until they get signal.
Yeah, she's on Vancouver Island.
I'm
That
on
is-
Vancouver
Yeah,
Island.
that is correct.
Different
Yeah,
than
we all-
Vancouver. Mhm.
Oh, you're still here, GT? Are you on your bike getting that internet to work faster? I'm so glad you can be with us.
Shishmaref.
Oh.
Shishmaref. Alaska. Shishmaref, Alaska, my village. And
Wow.
Shishmaref is a Russian name, and in my language, Kig Ekwatak. Yes,
Got
say it
it.
again.
Kig Iktak.
Yeah, Iktak.
I think.
So
Did I say it right, Andrew? You can let me know. Yeah, I'll just take a gold star. I'm trying to work on gold stars now to improve my behaviors of
Mhm.
getting things done at the house. And yeah, I'll
Mhm.
take them in the side chat. That's a hard one. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh Marif. Oh my goodness. It's
We
like
can't
good
do
grief.
anything with your
Sheesh.
behavior.
Good grief. Sheesh Marif. That's how I have to remember it. Good grief. It's Sheesh Marif. Probably not how you say it at all.
I have a visual for everybody who still isn't quite clear on.
On the Vancouver and Vancouver Island thing.
Yeah, so
Oh, it's like Pooja.
she can.
What did I do? The bike?
It's a pink bike.
It may be. Yep. He said he's working that bike, getting the signal. Rocking on.
Oh, what's your weather like, Andrew? Because it was warming up, wasn't it? Let's see this one.
It's up in Alaska.
Okay.
I got Google Earth opened up to it.
I'm just
DC
gonna share. Oh,
DC, that's like
Oh.
down here with some of our words. There you go. Okay.
yeah, no, I don't. I'm gonna get rid of yours.
Wow.
I like mine. It's really bright.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. It has
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's a little
boy.
bit.
I like pretty.
It's a little
colors.
bit more with more topography. So up here, this is where GT
Oh,
lives.
wow. He is way far away. Okay. Wow.
And this right here is Vancouver. And
okay.
I live on this island. And you
Okay.
see, here's the border, and I'm below. I'm sorry, I'm talking like an idiot.
No, that's all right. You're talking like a teacher. It's okay.
Teachers,
We
teachers.
just happen to be like first grade. Oh, okay. Okay, Miss Flemington. Tell us more.
Yeah.
Please.
So, and next week I'm going to this province. Mhm.
Oh, wow. That's quite a ways.
Yeah.
Wow.
So and then you have your
Folks,
Yukon
they're not
territory.
really that color.
What?
No. So when you
They're
really
not
look
really
at it,
purple and yellow and pink.
yeah, like this
No.
is
Oh.
not that far. You're right, Carol. We are very close.
Well, same
And
coast.
so it really means that
same
I'm really
area.
close. I'm really close to Andrew as well. It's kind
Yeah,
of cool.
right.
So yeah, but that's how
wow.
this is how British Columbia is, and I live
Okay.
at the bottom of this island.
So why don't they call it like Victoria Island? Because there's Victoria, like all, that stands out. Why do they got to do the whole Vancouver thing and confuse people like me?
Oh, Vancouver Island, and then Vancouver, and you see, like I said, Vancouver. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Nope, I can't. That's as big as it gets. So, because like I said, you have Richmond, Burnaby, North Van, East Van. You have all these different,
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
cities. But the thing
Yeah.
is, Vancouver Island, I don't know why, but you see, you've got Port Hardy, Port McNeil. So you couldn't just call it Victoria, because then what would happen
Yeah.
to like
All the port.
everybody else? They would all
Yeah.
feel kind of gypped,
Oh,
right?
Possibly. I don't know. What? I don't.
put them in their own special little room with the
I
kitty
didn't
spots and the coloring book.
I couldn't
They
even.
also left out.
I couldn't even
Oh,
say that when I was
wow.
in school. Wait a minute. 41 feels like 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's your weather, Andrew? Oh, my. That's crazy.
Mm.
Alaska actually has more coastline than the rest. Wow, I didn't know that, DC. That's a cool fact.
That is a very cool fact.
It's funny how, like, you'll be watching TV and you go from topography on a map and then you actually see, like, Louisiana's coast. I was watching. You can go back to clicking if you want. I was watching the Louisiana, what are they called? The Game Wardens show. And they showed it in the distance with like the city and everything. And I'm like, wow, it's really huge. It doesn't look as big as our panhandle, but it's really huge. And it's like the other voice in my brain was like, Carol, that was a map. Things look different in the map than in real life. So yeah, I can't.
All right, I must. I just looked at the time. I need to go and put my chickens to bed.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna let
bedtime.
you two. You two will hold the fort.
Okay.
Well, tell the ladies I said good night.
Yes. Good
I
night,
will.
ladies.
Good for me.
Yes, I will.
Hopefully.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All planes are like a second cover. Yes, I saw that on The Last Alaskans. I used to love to watch that show. And the character that ends up passing, Bob, had a plane. He ended up actually, it was amazing that he survived it, but he crashed his plane. And they do. A lot of them have planes as a second vehicle that are way, way up. But those were the homes that were in a part of Alaska that they're no longer granting homes. It comes down the generational line. And I think it stops with this next generation. It was, I forget the name of the family. They're native. Oh, I can't remember his name and her name. They were beautiful people, though. I loved watching that show. But soon they will not allow it because it's a protected area considered.
He's so sweet.
Like Yellowstone. That's how far GT's from. Oh, really? That's about how far from Washington State to Texas? What? Really? That's how big Alaska is? I am so lost as far as the size of things for real. Oh, little baby. Yes, I saw that. Everybody was having snowmobiles. Yeah, I don't know. Diva will have to come back with her pretty colored map. Yeah, they were really, really homesteading. Yep. And then to see them go out and do the traps, DC, was amazing. And granted, like Andrew says, it's still TV, so some of the stuff, of course. But the last Alaskan supposedly was one of the ones that was really real, that the people of Alaska respected. What did I miss that you just are saying your son is weird? I missed something. Was there another comment up above? Oh, no, it's down here. Okay. He has been interested in studying maps since little. Oh, that's not weird. That's, no, that's. Engineers take things apart since they're little. So he just has a thing for topography. That's okay. Alaska could be cut in half and you would have two states bigger than, wow, than Texas? I didn't know it was that huge. Yes, it's huge, says
She said.
Oh.
Pause.
Pause, Barry, pause.
Pause.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. Oh, and he has a really good memory. Wow. Yeah, I would think, and like what you and I were talking about
Yeah,
before on my
keep
Wednesday
going.
chat, I think there's a little of that in the family. Yep. They lived in Anwar. Oh, the people, yeah, that I'm talking about. Yeah. Hito, was it he has a different native name and I can't remember, but they were such a sweet family. Their daughters were gorgeous. The one daughter had this beautiful rifle um, that I wouldn't mind getting. But the only thing was I was surprised it was so flashy because it was a like silver barrel on the rifle, but it was gorgeous, like wood and I don't know if that's aluminum, what that is, steel that looks like aluminum or silver. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Mm,
nickel plated something steel, something like that.
he would tell me. That's amazing, Anne. Yeah, it kind of came to my mind, but I let it fall back out. Yeah, if you guys do not have Shawnee, she's going to start making more content. Shawnee, did you put out a video yet, or do you just doing the community posts for right now?
You go,
I
Shawnee.
know. So proud of her. She's gonna be an awesome content creator.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool. Yeah, and there's people who like kids are into trains and they know all the different types of trains and where they run, the rails run and everything. It's really neat. And that's kind of how you when you teach children, you bend to their strengths. Like Hannah loved horses when she was younger, so we would do, math or different things based thematic units based on horses or based in butterflies and teach all the different subjects with a little twist about butterflies or horses. I know. Do you see it? I know. She made us hungry from the beginning, and then she's saying for us not to talk about food, but there's a big sourdough bread underneath Barry that I want to like eat with some nice butter.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't go anywhere. Yeah, and you and I need to talk. Community post. Okay. It was too windy to film. I know. Now that you're going to do video, you're going to probably understand why you don't see many from me. I try, but it's like always something. Even in the house today, I was trying to video the
That
ribs
might
and how I make it. Clang, clang, clang. Everybody behind me. I'm like, really? As soon as I turn it on, just as soon as I turn, or the TV gets turned up, and I'm like, and they walk out. They'll walk out of the room. I'm like, what? Yeah, no respect. Oh yeah, I noticed it as soon as I came in because it's her picture that she put up there. It's not part of our pictures we have for StreamYard.
well, turn that fan off. It's getting chilly in here.
Oh, she's 4B. I didn't realize that's how. Wow. Wow, Shawnee, I didn't know you were Zone 4B. You go, girl. That's a quick season then, right? Just like you, GT. You guys have pretty quick seasons. Yeah, the wind can be a problem. I had upgraded my phone for the camera, but the audio is a problem with any case. With this is the 14. The wind can come in and make that whoo noise. It's so annoying.
And mine when it's in landscape mode, which is this way, but it's still on my controller for my thing. But
Wow. That's great.
when it's in landscape mode like this, it records in stereo, so you get wind noise in stereo. It's like,
oh, that's bad.
it's like, ugh. And I've got software on my laptop to take it out, but I can't run it because I need to put more RAM in my laptop.
In your laptop, yeah. Do you see that's common with a lot of boys? I've noticed that when I did teach, and thankfully, no, I didn't teach history. or geography. And maybe just a little about Florida, but nothing, anything like that. I was art very quick, and that's why. Yeah, that's why I figured.
When she gets back, I eat a cup of coffee.
Wow. Passamaquoddy, are you having a party? We need to come to Passamaquoddy's house. Going to get that whiskey, vodka, and tequila. I know it's good for trades, though. She's probably doing it barters. And for cooking. And for the whiskey. The whiskey is for her hot toddies when she's sick. SDA says we could be 5A if we want to try. I love that. But always have been 4B. Yeah, they kind of skipped over relabeling us, and Glenn above me got, like, I think he went either A to B or something, or he went B to A, the next one up. And I'm like, are you kidding? We're like 11A. I'm thinking the keys are like now 11B up to 12. They just need to recreate the whole.
No, we went from we went from like 6B,
Oh,
no,
cool.
6A to 7A. And I'm like, this.
Andrew, the mom, you mean? Is it Hito? Was that his name? We haven't watched it in so long. Or was it the daughter? Because the daughter they lived in town, and then they would come out and visit the parents, and they were trying to fix up, I guess, one of the old cabins. Pile seeds on the ground. Did you go? I know you'll be able to do it. As long as you have this space, Shani, that's my biggest thing with Malachi, is having this space where he won't knock it over.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why most people weren't. Yeah, it's you either some people are just really drawn to it, and they have the ability to keep it memorized. I didn't, DC. My memory was always bad. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I wouldn't call him weird. I think he's on the spectrum, actually, Anne, just from what you've told me.
No. Stop.
But spectrum people can appear weird. Interesting. But the way that he memorizes everything like that, that's very common. And the way he likes to stay to himself, very common on the spectrum.
So is Savant on the spectrum, or is that something totally different?
Savant can be on the Savant is on the spectrum, but a savant is like somebody who, like the guy who can fly over an area once, and then he draws the whole place on a big whiteboard. I don't know if you've ever seen that person, or the concert pianist who, just is incredible at a very young age, and maybe can't speak, that kind of. And some people make the mistake that a lot of autistics have that in them, and it just needs to be brought out, and that's not true. The autism spectrum is just like everybody else, where they're just people. They do have talents that need to be brought out, absolutely, but not everybody is a savant, that has this rare, amazing talent that they're going to be, on the stage. Just like not every singer is going to be packing, stadiums.
Right. Yeah.
There you go, Girl Lights and a Fan. No, the whiskey and vodka for remedies and tequila for memory. Ooh, make me a margarita. Love a margarita. It's like one of my favorites. I can't drink them anymore, though. But
I couldn't get into them, huh?
That's right. I think you might be the same as him, DC. Yeah. Yes. Well, a lot of people on the spectrum are kind of antisocial, especially the boys. They like to stay to themselves. And that has to do too with socialization is difficult, and also overstimulating to be around a lot of people. And many of them do their socialization online. Yep.
I'll tell you what, Walmart was so loud, Carol. the other day that I was rushing myself through self checkout,
Right.
because the sound was literally driving me batty, and it was that.
Oh,
Go ahead.
look. I don't know if I can get it. Just as you put that T-board, my signal started going wacky. Look at this, Barry. Look on the screen.
Whoops.
16 states? We lost me. There she is.
Is that what just
There's
recently?
that just happened, Tibor? Burning chemicals in 16 of our states? What? I'll have to look into it. Okay, that's where we're at right now.
Wait, are you?
Wow, that's
recently, or are you
shocking.
talking about East Palestine? Is
I don't know. He said PSA, so something for us to know right now. It just happened. It looks
shit.
like crap. Great, just what we need. More
Yeah.
more chemicals burning in the air. Ohio. Chemical trail, I guess. Chemicals. All right.
welcome back, Maureen.
Thanks.
Yeah,
After all of this show.
that makes sense, DCBs. And that's the thing, like Audis also have they were just born with a little bit of brain trauma. Like certain parts of their brain overdeveloped and certain parts just kind of underdeveloped. Executive functioning sometimes suffers, and that's the planning part, and and the socialization does too.
Okay, so Carol, do you go to Walmart at all?
Yes, I hate it because it's overstimulate.
Okay,
It does
so
that to me.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry,
Junior.
I just got excited. I'm like, forgot it's your show. Hey,
good
GT.
to see you, man.
Good to see you. Yeah, I have difficult time in Walmart. When Walmart gets kicking, I think everybody has a difficult time in Walmart.
Well, I noticed there's like a difference, but like from the front of the store to the back. You get to the front of the store, it is so active and so loud, and then they got that music.
Yeah.
And on top of that music, they got that little tone that goes do 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 really loud. You jump out of your freaking skin.
Yeah, when they're making.
And I'm like, why does it have to be like that? When you got people who are sensitive to that kind of stuff. Normally I'm not, but I don't like being out in public anyway.
Yeah,
and
that's common.
I mean, the other day I was just ready to like shove my card into people and just say like, get out of my way, you know. Like I couldn't check out of the store quick enough.
Sweet Thumb coming in with the poking. He was poking us last night too. We were like, Sweet Thumb.
Oh, he was poking broke and J3 earlier.
Right. Oh, it's all right. That happens to me sometimes too.
So we still haven't.
Oh, months ago. Okay, he did say it's not now, but there was.
Putting my chickens to bed. They still haven't gotten where babies are on one side, the girls on the other. And so when I go out, all 6 babies are going, hello, hello, hello. And they know as soon as I go in. So I open, the human door, and there's 3. There's 2 Barred Rocks and Mrs. Huygens, Cleo, and Betty. And all I have to do is go, this is not where you sleep. You need to go over there. And they start moving. Just going, you have to go over there. And sometimes I have to give them a little tap, and I'll just tap on the side, and they'll start moving over. And as soon as they move over, up the babies come. But I've still got this Gracie May who is broodier than broodiness. And so even with her, though, yesterday I took her out and I said, you have to go up and be here. And she's all the way up. She's, I don't want to go up. I need to sit in the house. I got this thing. I got it. And she just, but she climbed up today. I did put her up, and then she came back down. So I just picked her up, put her back up on the top. Said, "That's where you sleep, and you need to go over that side." And so then she starts moving over, but
Right.
but
Oh
it's
my
just weird when you
goodness.
go that I can go, "Hey, go."
And they listen. It's so wild.
hmm
Little chicken brains are actually, they have little
Mhm.
brains.
Mm. Hey, Gear.
Hey, Gear, what's up?
Mm.
Sure, Gear.
I don't
Say,
know
say.
that we have. I don't know. Well, I see it's how often I go into Walmart. I don't think our Walmart has music.
Really?
And like we have
They
we have
need
one
to
of these.
cut it here because, like
There's just
Barry
no
said,
reason.
no, you don't need really loud music in those
No.
places at all.
And our one Walmart that's near my home, they built it as a big mega store, so it's like it got a top floor and a bottom floor. So it's I'm sure there's times where it's like super super busy, but with lots of people. But for the most part, it's like once you're right through the door, it's like you go. I'm standing around and there is nobody here. I can see people mingling or whatever, and
Yeah.
but it's never. And maybe it's the time of day I go, which how many times do I step in a Walmart in a year? Maybe 4 times. So.
Oh, happy birthday, Joshua. Welcome in.
Happy birthday.
Oh, they're going to be 21. Happy birthday.
Woo, woo.
Happy
Woo,
birthday.
woo. I must be American.
Right?
Because
Exactly.
ours is 19 when you're considered an adult here.
Oh.
Mhm.
Well, you're
Oh.
considered an adult here at 18. You just can't have a cocktail before you go off to war.
Yeah, so no,
Which makes no
sense. No.
Doesn't.
But ours at 19 can have the cocktail and then also go to war.
So they combine it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Aid said they're considered that at about 16 over there in Britain, which is crazy to think of. But also they grow up so differently. There's pub culture.
And they've been drinking. They've been drinking since the beginning of time.
Yeah. Basically.
It's
and
tradition.
And the Italians and the Germans, like their children drink with them at dinner. Like it's not a big deal when they turn a certain age because they're having like a glass of wine or a little bit of beer.
Yeah, the Catholic side of my family. Of course, I'm adopted, but still, the Catholic side of the family would have wine. The kids would have wine.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, my teacher said there was these dangers with alcohol. You're letting me have wine?
That was supposed to be me. I blew my curfew and got into trouble though. So that was supposed to be me too, Tibor. Because I was still finishing college at that age.
New information about Carol.
That was when I was dating Firefighter. That was when I was a little wild. A little bit wild.
The bad influencer?
Yes, the bad influencer. Dense population city. That's a good question.
What are you better me up for?
Oh, very small coastal city. That was actually a good question. I don't think we ever asked her that. That was a good question, DC. Like how, if she was near a city or if it was heavily populated where she was. Hey, Constitutional Carpenter, welcome in.
Hello.
I bought a house with 0 neighbors around me. Oh, that's nice. Duncan! Hey, Brenda. Good to see you.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey.
Always good.
So how are you, GT? You just popped in?
Yeah.
With your daylight, rubbing it in everybody's faces.
Right?
I am good, but I'm wondering how is everybody surviving? Oh my goodness.
By the grace of God.
It's got to be. I had to get my transmission fixed last week. I just got that was 28 and some odd dollars. I can't remember.
Sorry.
Today I had to get my brakes done. It was the brakes, the rotors, something about a sensor. I finally figured out why my tire was that there's a tire pressure on your dash or whatever. And they was able to fix that. And I went on and got an oil change since they had it, $1,200. So
oh my gosh.
in 2 weeks I done spent $4,000.
Oh my
This
God.
isn't like credit card. This is
No.
like
I
my
know, saving.
savings.
That's what
This
happened
is
to us. That happened to us with the electrical. It was like $6,000 out the door plus a refrigerator that went.
And I
Mhm.
complain that I
It's
don't have a
hard.
vehicle, but
So,
that right there kind of should
so
persuade me not to have
sorry.
a vehicle.
Mhm.
I have no more.
I was
Like that's it. I the 7,000 that I got for the boiler 2 months ago, I'm tapped out. They tell
Yep.
me anything else, I'm like, look, I'm going
right.
to Mickey D's or somewhere up the road and get a job because I can't do nothing else. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm glad you
I'm
had
Yeah.
the
tapped out.
savings, but that's awful when it clears you out like that. It's not
Mhm.
a good feeling. I've had that too. We had it too. Really.
But that was my
Mm.
hard time money. I
It was
got
And this is
bad,
hard
right?
$400.
times.
That was a hard time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is
Rainy
hard times.
the rainy
It
day
just
fund they call
it
it,
just
but I
happened sooner than you expected, you know.
right.
And
Right.
that's how it
Mhm.
works. You know.
Yeah.
I always would like have that conversation with God because we would get like some kind of lump sum going, or we would get gifted something that was a pretty good amount of money, whatever it was, like a bonus at work or something. And I would like get so excited, and you start like thinking like, oh well, we could use it for this, and then that's what would happen is the car would go or something
Mhm.
like it. Immediately following, it was like God would provide the money right before this thing would happen. And it got to
Mhm.
the point where it was like money would come in and we would just be like, okay,
Okay, what's going to
yeah,
happen?
what's going to
What's
happen
going to
next?
happen?
What's
But
this
when you
Yeah.
for?
get your taxes
I'm
back and
so
it's a bit
sorry.
more than you thought,
Mhm.
Mhm.
you're like,
Yep. That
oh,
kind of
you know,
stuff.
like you see dollar signs in your eyes, like the cartoons, you know, and then something like that happens, and you're like, Lord, what? That keeps me.
21 million population in Istanbul. I could
Wow.
not even imagine.
Mm.
Oh,
You know?
Shawnee, yeah, especially right now. But it's turning. It's slowly, but it is turning down like in places like here and other states. It's starting to turn and not be a seller's market anymore. So
Hmm.
there's still hope that, definitely it'll happen for you. I
Mm.
know right now it doesn't feel like it. But
Mm.
yeah, that's hard,
Nope.
constitutional carpenter. We have one car. We have we have one car. My husband's car is for work. He loses that job. We have one car. That's it.
Mm.
Yeah. So I get it. And we got to keep it on the road.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
some people are probably one paycheck away from just it being a disaster.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Oh,
That's been going on for years.
Right. Since that stuff happened.
No, even before that.
even before that. But see, I can understand if I had been reckless and I didn't
Right.
have the money. But now it's like everything costs so much because the price of labor at a repair shop then went up. And it's like,
Mhm.
man, y'all charging me about an hour and y'all,
And the
it took y'all
parts
4 hours
too.
to complete it. And the
Yeah.
parts.
And the parts have gone up
Uh-huh.
by 3 to 4 times what they used to be. Somebody was
Yeah.
just telling me that yesterday. With your
I
tire
can't.
sensors, did you check every single thing like on the tires to make sure
Hmm.
okay, because sometimes people don't know that if their cap is loose, their sensor can be whack. And yeah.
It's been a year, and the guy that talked
Okay.
to me, he told me, he said something. I was like, "How much is it?" I said, "Oh no, we can't do that right now. You
Right.
have to prioritize because I
Exactly.
know my tire was good, and it'll let me know. It'll start doing the wobble
Mhm.
wobble shake or something like that when
Got
something's
it.
wrong." So,
Right.
but he told me he was like this, then the third. I'm talking about he named off like 6 things, and he was like, "Gonna cost you 1,200." I was like, "Lord, what?"
Did you
Yeah.
go through? Are you going through a dealership or you know? Okay,
I
yeah.
don't have a warranty. I have never bought a new car. I never had a
Mhm.
desire to buy a new car until
Uh-uh.
my wife motor went out in her car, 2 years ago, and they gave her a brand new motor. And after they gave her a brand new motor, then something else went out, but she had a warranty on it. Then a heater went out, the warranty. I'm like, whoa! I'm talking
Mhm.
about it was like what 10 to 12 10 to 12,000 miles before her warranty was out. So that's what made me think that, maybe you should
True,
get a
Shawnee.
little smarter and get one that comes with a warranty. So when I get back on my feet, that's what I think I probably would do. Just look at it differently.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's true.
Yeah, it's tough. I just know that, like, when I would take it to the dealership, not that we had a warranty because it was an older car, but when they would, there would be a situation, there would be two things that need to be fixed. They're in the exact same spot, but they would charge us the labor to remove the item so that they could fix A, and then they would charge us again to remove the item so that they could fix B. So we would get double charged for, you're removing the one item to fix the
it's
two
right
things.
there.
Why are you charging me labor for two? Because that's just how they, that was just how they scammed you for more money. And it was like every time we took my minivan, and it was like, always $1,300, every 6 months, $1,300. And so I started going to the, the privately owned little backyard mechanics.
Right.
And, that's, at least you can talk and go, does that really need to be fixed? And okay, that does need to be fixed. Then okay. And that the whole thing with those stinking sensors, your O2
We never
sensor
had those before. Like,
no,
really, like,
O2 sensors are out, and so you have to have a certain person. The mechanic has to be able to plug it in to read the computer. It's not, not like he can just go in and rip out the O2 sensor and stop that. So.
And I went to the dealership about when I first bought the car, probably like 6 months after buying the car, the battery went out. So, that was the one thing that I knew that I can do. So, I popped the hood. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Where's the battery? So I'm looking. It's like there's no is it in the back? So I opened the trunk. I didn't find it. Then I had to look at the manual. And I'm like, I don't think I see it. Now I took it to the dealership. It cost me, I can't remember if it was double or 3 times the amount of the battery for them to put it in, because it was under you had to remove a wheel well and a fender or something like that. I was like, what in the world? And I asked them, I was like, why they put it there? And it was like, well, we're essential too. I said, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So being a mechanic is definitely worth its weight in gold, especially all these trades, carpentry and flooring and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that hurt my pockets for real.
Yeah, and I didn't mean like it hasn't, like paycheck to paycheck has been going on ever, like what Tibor said, ever since like people had jobs. But I meant since 2020, everything has gotten like 4 times the price it was before. Like, what the heck did they do? That it's just like it just keeps raising and raising to the point where people will show their somebody was showing, it was, I think, their Walmart order online from prior or that year, even it was like 2020, and compared the same order, and it was 4 times more expensive, the same order. I was like, yeah, no, something's got to give for like everybody. It's really, at least in the States, I don't know what it's like up in Canada if it's the same way, but
no, absolutely, yep,
they're just stretching everybody so thin. Like they want something to happen. Like they want us to be short-tempered with one another. Go figure. And like they want people to be not owning anything, but being happy to get some shelter because,
Yep.
Y'all better recognize these signs. I'm not trying to be gloomy, but we got all these new hotels here. We got a booming tourism market, but I don't know why they just, there's like these humongous hotels, and there's like what, 5 or 6 right beside each other. I'm like, why are they right here?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
like
understand
apartment buildings here too. Suddenly we've got all these apartment buildings popping up, and it's like, yeah, I know you think that's affordable housing, but it's still not affordable for most people. So what are these really for?
They're gulags. That's where they're going to put everybody. Oops! Did I say that out loud?
I've never heard the word.
Gulag. A gulag is like it's a prison type of prison. Because
okay.
they
But
don't
we
really
won't know.
want
We won't know that we are
know them
in-
as but they don't want us to own land, like even in a like just in an urban center. They want this land so that they can just put us into small,
Mhm.
in 2030 you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah,
That is the
20.
goal.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think someone was saying the other day that if you own, your little patch, my little patch, land here,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
they'll start shaming. There's people out there who need, da 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 da, and you have, this whole piece of property, Maureen. They'll do that shaming thing, and you need to da 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 da. Yeah.
No,
And we're
it's-
such
yes.
followers now
Exactly.
that we're not gonna understand that we're being controlled.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my goodness! Like
Oh my
what?
goodness.
Passamaquoddy found something that was on somebody else's show, and they had somebody go on college campuses to fund another what happened with the Twin Towers. The kids at the universities gave him donations to stick it to the man, basically.
There's a
Oh,
better
so not-
way to get what we need.
Yeah,
There's a way. There's a whole lot. All this technology, y'all can't think of nothing else than to do something so
Right.
sinister as that.
right. But I mean,
No.
that's what you're saying. Like we're raising pushover generation. They've chemicalized them so much too that their brains are just easier to control. Is what we're seeing, at least, and that's in my opinion.
Yeah, well, it's
That's
because
why,
we're not
like the
elite.
rise in autism, I think was purposeful.
It's because we're not the elite,
Oh yeah, no, we're cows.
I guess.
I don't want to be no cow though.
I don't want to be no cow.
I
No,
don't want to be a cow.
I want to be a
Studley.
sheep.
I don't want to be.
You
No,
want to be
me
a
neither.
studly bull?
I want to be a peacock.
Something else besides what they want me to be. I mean,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
we
yeah,
was
yeah.
born with free will. That's why we are able
Mm.
to make so
Mhm.
many choices, and
Right.
it's like almost like chemical castration or something like that. What
Yes.
they're doing is not.
Oh, yes, you
Oops,
said
Yeah.
it.
I said a bad word.
No, but that's
No, no.
no. It's
No,
like
you're spot on.
that
You're
was
spot
true.
on.
That's what they're
No.
doing to the kids. They're taking
Mhm.
away
But why?
free will
I don't understand that. Like
control. Also, it's
people just want to be happy. We just want to live.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, but biblically, like for those of us who do believe, we know that this is part of what's supposed to happen, and we also
Mhm.
recognize that long ago, when Satan was before God, he says, "I walk about the earth to and fro." He's still here. He never left. He's still here, going to and fro, trying to create his own paradise. And what's so weird, I noticed there's so many themes in movies of time travel.
Mm.
He's trapped. That's the one thing is he knows he's trapped, that God's kind of ending he could have been an eternal being, but he's going to be trapped wherever God puts him.
Mm. I'm gonna be a peacock, and I'm gonna be that one that
Yeah,
all like makes all that horrible sound.
right.
Beautiful bird that makes this wretched
I want, yeah.
sound.
I just actually saw this bird that was endangered, and he was green. And the man who was filming him, they're like, "We're filming this green bird, and he's about to do the mating ritual to attract a mate." Guy had a shirt on the same color as the bird. The bird went over and mated with him. It's like, well, now we know why they're almost extinct.
Oh man,
Poor bird. But it's like,
he wasted it.
but it's like, are we? What? It was hilarious, but it was sad. It was like, okay, that kind of explains that what's going on.
Mm.
But yeah, like what we've seen in the rise in autism, how our food is stuff that the Europeans won't even eat. He's still laughing. But yeah, like even I heard that Mountain Dew's not even allowed over there at all.
Wow.
Right. Not even allowed.
Wow.
Right. It's like, well, yeah, it kind of looks like,
It's a can of chemicals.
yeah, and it looks like a coolant for a car. Like, really,
Right.
where do you get these colors from that they're given to
Mhm.
kids? And I know with Malachi, he reacts to all that because he's very sensitive. Well, the children have to be reacting to it. It's just the parents aren't, necessarily seeing it.
And now there's
Yeah.
like over a dozen flavors of Mountain Dew.
Right. It's not a TV, and it's just me getting stuck in reels. I got stuck in Instagram reels. Somebody sends me one, and then I'm like, oh, let me just watch one more, and one more, and one more. 'Cause I'm bad.
It is one, this one and this the one that comes in the spring, that it looks like it kind of looks like a woodpecker, but it's
Is it smaller?
star jay or something like that, and it's
Mhm.
just, it's a beautiful bird, but it has this awful sound. It's just like, why you got beauty, but you got that horrible sounding voice, and it's just like, oh, I can't think of what their name is,
There's
but it's
one in
something
the
star
rainforest like that.
star jay
Rainforest.
jay. Mhm.
That sounds about right. Star J, something like
Star
that.
jay.
Celestial
Yeah.
J. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. We do have the peacock.
Oh, she says she wants to watch your TV because you see things that she's never seen before.
I'm just curious. I'm doing things I'm not supposed to be doing instead of doing the things I know I should be doing. That's me. Like yeah. And it's not undisciplined, it's common. It's a common ADHD trait. That's why
Yes.
we have all this knowledge from different places because we were doing things we shouldn't have been doing instead of doing the thing we should be doing. We were, going down rabbit holes. With
About sums it up.
all our random knowledge.
Mhm.
Oh, Starfisher. He's giving you names. Starfisher.
No, it's not that one either.
Blue Jay.
As soon as I see it,
We have the kingfisher.
I found it.
The kingfisher's awesome. He's very noisy, but I love it.
Yes, it's a stellar jay. That's what it is.
Oh, Stella.
And they're just absolutely stunning. Oh, I still have it up.
Oh,
as
I
scanning.
hate the Tibor when the Blue Jays all get together in one tree and make all that noise. Oh, he is
wow.
stunning. He's beautiful.
He is just
Mhm.
absolutely.
Stella.
Impressed.
Wow.
And it's just an absolute, and it has the most wretched sound. So now I just need to get someone to find a stellar jay sound so you can hear it, because it's just like, you're a beautiful bird, but
right?
you're just like wicked, horrible. Share this tab instead. Go back to this one. Yeah, they're just, share this tab instead now. They're an absolutely stunning bird. And then we have magpies, not here, but magpies are in Alberta. And again, beautiful bird to look at, but just wretched
I just
sound.
found it for you.
Oh, you did too? I found it too, but go ahead, Barry.
It doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
got
Look at this.
magpies up here too.
I got the Cornell Lab one. Which one do you got?
Just wait.
Monterey.
Oh
Express.
wow! What? In
Look
the
at this
world?
one. Mind you, maybe
Wow.
someone painted it, because even his feet are,
Oh.
even his legs are
Yeah,
blue.
he looks a little, fixed.
Mm-hmm. So, are you able to share that
Mhm.
sound?
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
Barry was
yeah.
getting it. Oh, wait, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never shared a sound before, so I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's-
You do
same.
it the same.
Yeah,
same
same
way?
way. Yeah, because it's on a video. It's gonna be
Oh, okay.
here. I've got.
Oh
it.
yeah. Of course. Well, DC, you're just whoops right in the same area. Oh, there
it's
you
a
go.
video. Hold on. Let me scroll it up. I don't know why it scrolled down. You ready?
Oh, but look at how pretty.
It's almost purple.
He's getting ready.
Oh, I thought your snort was a sound.
No, I'm waiting. He's preening. Come on, sing, you thing. Sing. Yes, I'm talking to you. Sing. Yes, you. Quit preening yourself. Give us a song. I thought they were just gonna play it.
I guess you just get to look at it.
I know. Where's the song? It said it was the Cornell Lab, the song of the bird. He's just going to keep cleaning himself. There. Now he might be fluffed and ready.
Ooh,
I know.
look
He's
at those
sexy,
light colors in the front.
sexy little bird.
Look at his little beard. He's got a little goat.
Yes, he does.
Okay, say something.
Come on. Sing it. Sing us the song of your people. Keeps teasing. Wait, what's that?
That was a small one. Yeah, it's just doing a little beep.
Looks like he's
Oh, he's getting ready. What? Oh, sorry, guys.
He's a young one.
Come on.
No, they have no song, DC. There's no song. It's just this horrible squawk.
Oh, okay. So that's it, but it's louder with the older
Yes.
they are.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
And regular
Just-
blue jays are annoying themselves, you know.
Yeah, they're horrible. If you get a bunch of them in a tree, I've thrown rocks at them to get out of my tree when Hannah was a baby because they were all being so obnoxious in the tree right next to her bedroom. I was like, "Get out of here! Don't wake my baby!" I didn't scream at them. I just threw rocks to get them to get out of there. No, he's not going to make it any in
no.
call. Why did they
Nope.
say that? That's what it was. You
They were
liar.
liar, pants on fires. Just giving you a
Liar.
little sound. Yes, I agree. You say Mountain Dew, and I think, oh, I haven't had one in a long time. I should get a Mountain Dew. No, you shouldn't get a Mountain Dew.
No, they even have red, white, and blue ones for the holidays, and it's like, yeah, nope. Oh, darn it! That Cornell, I am very disappointed in you, Cornell.
You tell them.
Like what? Okay, did I
Whoops.
Whoops.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys. I
have a bad mouse that doesn't. Well, actually, it's the spot that I work on, and I have to keep cleaning it. It's like it doesn't matter how many times I clean it. It's like the mouse won't work, and so I have to put it on my leg to actually make it work. Yeah, crows are jerks too, and
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of crows here.
You want to try this one?
Is that the YouTube one though? Because I didn't do a YouTube one because I was afraid of copyright.
I've never gotten one, but
Okay.
It's
You're only sharing that.
As long as it's under a certain amount of seconds, then it should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh,
You can
right.
cut it off at your leisure.
Add to stage. All right. Let's see what this one sounds like. Or you have to do it. Sorry.
Yeah, you can take it down when you're ready.
Oh, there it is.
When you have
a lot of them.
Yes, when you have a bunch of them.
Yes.
It's like you have the most horrible voice.
Yeah. Blue Jays could copy that and do those kind of.
Sounds like it's got laryngitis.
Yeah.
Yes,
it does.
Awful.
He was at the club last night smoking a lot and drinking. Lost my voice.
That sounded bad.
Marge Simpson's sisters.
Right.
Yes.
I can't
Patty
do
and
it.
Selma.
It's just awful. But they're so pretty. Like they're beautiful bird,
Yeah.
And then you go out and you're like, what the heck is that?
Have you heard an angry woodpecker?
No.
Not an angry one.
Oh. it just, and they fly in a circle around their nest. So like if something is a predator is too close, they'll fly in a circle around their nest and they'll let this call out that is so freaking annoying. It's very loud.
Oh, that's wild. DCB says that the crows mess with the hawks and the bald eagles where he's at, and it's his alarm for part of spring. Them all fighting around with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are a trespassing alarm. Yeah, they are very smart if you can friend one, but I've also seen a crow T-board take a duckling right in front of me and go up and peck its head open on a post.
Well, that was
horrible.
visual I didn't need.
Yeah, sorry. It was a visual I didn't need either. I was screaming and it like took it from this. I was on this side of the canal and it came for it on this side, flew it over to the other side. All I could do was watch and scream.
No, I mean, yeah, I can't say much. I mean, I've seen buzzards here pick stuff off the pavement and take it up somewhere.
But that's at least dead. Like this was a cute little
Yeah.
duckling, and I was out there feeding mama duck and stuff, and then
Well-
it is.
I know it's nature, but it's just nature can be so mean.
No, but ducks are male ducks are mean
they're
and dirty.
Yeah.
It's,
So it's like
yeah.
when they copulate, like they're mean to their
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen the flybys here. The
They're
Muscovy males just fly in,
You're like-
do their business, and take off, and it's like.
but
I'm
they
sorry.
actually will hurt.
Yeah, they'll
um,
drown them. They will drown them
yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, they
Yeah,
can be
it's like,
very
oh,
harsh.
they'll hurt them.
Yep.
So, and I think even some roosters are like that. I think, one friend, she said her roosters actually they gang up on some of the chickens. Like two of them will go. It's like that's where you go. Okay, we need to discipline. We need to get things into check here.
Yeah,
So
definitely. And let's have a lot.
I always wanted to have
All right,
ducks, but then
y'all.
when I heard that,
You gotta go. On that note, GT's
No,
like,
I really gotta go.
Okay.
I've been doing some research on an electric fence. So I bought a good amount of supplies, and that's what I got to finish up my night, researching electric fences.
okay.
right? Did you get a Premiere Pro? Because that's the one that everybody says to get.
What?
The
Premiere Pro electric
is-
fence. You're looking at a solid fence. You're not looking at an animal fence.
What type of electric fence? The netted one, GT, that you can move around, or okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
The one that you buy the wire, you buy the controller, you buy the yeah. But what is a
that's what we
Premiere?
use.
What would you say?
The
Premiere Pro. That's
Okay.
Premiere Pro is the type of farming, the fence that most farmers will use to pen in their animals and stuff like that, and you can move it, and you can get them super hot, so it'll keep animals in, animals out. So
You'll
when I
see
hear
a lot
electric
on
fence,
Justin Rhodes, like when he's moving his stuff around to work the land. You'll see
Premiere
him do
One,
that.
sorry,
Premiere
yes,
One.
Premiere
That's
One,
it,
No.
Premiere One.
yeah, Premiere One.
It's like a white netted fence with a hot wire.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get back to work.
Well,
I'm gonna be in the
alright.
chat though.
Yeah,
Sorry about
yeah.
All right, y'all.
Thanks
Have
for
a good
coming
one.
in. And,
Peace.
yeah,
Yep.
sorry
Trust the
about your.
process.
Yep, trust the process.
Yes,
Good
yeah.
things ahead. Good things ahead. That's why it happened. Great things. That's
Mhm.
usually what happens to me too.
Have a good breakfast.
Wow.
Yes, it is a brand Premiere One.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, we have also the turtles go after the babies too. I've heard the big snapping
Mhm.
turtles. Yeah. Well, that's like yesterday. Mama duck was seen with all her babies, and then yesterday I saw Mama duck and she only had one left. Within a couple days. Not even. I think it was maybe 2 days.
I know it's gruesome to think about, but the predators will take the weak and sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Weeks.
only because they can sense it, they can smell it,
Mm-hmm.
can tell which one is. I know it's gruesome. That's just how God made them.
Yeah. But also too,
Yeah.
they go after the innocent and the young too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
That they
Well,
can
And that's
beguile.
even why the with chickens, if somebody's sick, the lady was like, I'm not sick. I'm okay. Nobody
Right.
look at me.
Yeah.
Because again, the chickens will actually will kill that chicken because
Right.
they're gonna smell you and they're gonna
Gonna endanger
come
the
and get
flock.
us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that even with our parrots were like that too. And they said that
Mm.
when we took them to the avian vet that, oh no, when they finally show that they're sick, that means they're really, really bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Mm.
Ducks are ducks. Yeah, we would probably have an good night, Tibor.
Good
We
night,
would
Tibor.
Good night, T-Boy.
Appreciate you. We probably would have an overpopulation of ducks if those things didn't happen because they do fly and copulate and fly away and fly and copulate again. We We'd have ducks everywhere if nature didn't do its thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, sweet. Which one is that? That's Big Man?
That's
No.
that's Clementine.
Oh,
That's
that's
the one that was gone for a year.
Oh, wow.
Being extra precious tonight.
Mm.
Oh, she's feeling okay. She's just feeling lovey.
Yeah.
I would love a cat, and then I see like things where they knock everything over and off of things, and I'm like,
Yeah. Somebody jumped from the couch to the table, and the ashtray was next to the mixing board and the laptop. She piled right into the ashtray, went everywhere.
ew, oh no.
I
Yeah,
was so mad.
yeah. And if you're a plant person and you're bringing your plants inside,
Yeah,
the
dark pond
jumping,
jumping over there where the grow light and everything is, the plants,
yeah,
and
and
I'm
they'll
like,
eat them, right? They'll,
like, Mister, that's my mint. Get down. You know, just look at me. You know, like what?
Have you seen where ducks lay eggs half the time? I've never seen. We saw one duck mom sit on a clutch, and it was in the weirdest spot. And I don't know if predators got to her eggs or if somebody came and moved her, because it was where I drop Hannah off for work. It's got like this covering. And she was like right there in what would have been a planter box, but they just had some mulch in it and weren't using it as a planter box. And there's Mama Duck made her nest there and laid some eggs. But it's right there next to all these cars dropping people off. So, yeah, I don't know what happened. Let's see them. So I will be up till. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that you were canning that. Are you canning what you made today?
Her pea soup.
Oh, the pea soup. That's right. She's working on pea soup. Hey, Perfection Baking. How are you?
Hey, welcome. Welcome in.
Oh, no. She said she put plastic around her house plants, Barry, but it didn't work to keep the cats out. Yeah, you practically need like a cage for your plants, I think, to keep cats out, and they'll still figure out a way.
You are in my lap now.
There's a video out too with those Roombas, and it said like why cats are number one. Past might have even sent that to us too. And it comes up to the dogs, and the dogs don't move, and it suctions in their tails, and then they're like, taken out. They show the cats with it. One of the cats is just riding on top of it and is like king of the Roomba. And then the next one is like sitting there showing dominance to another cat, and it comes up behind him, and the cat just uses its back paw and pushes it away. Like barely even, like, just, no, I'm in the middle of something here. And like didn't even look at it, just sensed it was there and was like, and it, yeah, knew it would change direction. That's so crazy. But yeah, poor dogs.
Just trying to convince myself to not go and
like
order Mary Brown's fried chicken. It's really good chicken.
Oh, yeah, it is fried chicken. The day of fried chicken, I think. Isn't it? I think it is.
Oh, July 6th.
National,
Oh, yeah, today is
National Fried
see,
Chicken
so that was
Day.
that's a sign.
Yes, it is. It's a sign.
Yeah.
It's a sign that everybody else but us should celebrate that, because then that's actually what I was craving and eating, and probably like should not have been. Because we finally went to Cane's. It's a place here for chicken called Cane's. They even have iced tea promoting their tea. So they've got like, yeah. It's his official iced tea for iced tea. It was so funny.
Hey, Bayou Sugar.
Yeah. Hey, Bayou Sugar. So we're driving through the drive-through, and I'm like, isn't that iced tea? And, my daughter doesn't know really iced tea. It's like, I think it's iced tea in an iced tea cup. Yeah, it was. But their chicken was pretty good, but it was very plain, because they have Chick-fil-A. They moved right next to a Chick-fil-A. It's so
Oh,
weird. Like right next to it's like I understand you want to be competition, but right next to them, it's weird.
exactly. You save the chicken fingers and chicken nuggets for
A
today.
reason. That's right.
Our new Chick-fil-A is all by itself in a brand new one.
Oh, that's why it was so plain. It's not seasoned, and you can just, I guess, they have a sauce that they give you, and I didn't even think the sauce was that great, GT. Like, I could make a better sauce than that.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
it didn't, I don't know, didn't do anything. It's like
this
mayo. And you talk about,
Mary Brown's chicken. It started over in Newfoundland,
mm,
and they actually gave KFC a run for their money, where the KFC actually closed because this chicken is so flipping
that
good.
good.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but I've just recently had it. It's only been on this side of the country. I don't like, maybe they had them in Vancouver or whatever,
Yeah.
but ours here has only been here for a couple of years, and so I
Well,
just recently tried it.
I
And
will
they are open
say,
till midnight.
Cane's was the chicken itself. The tenders were very moist. I will say that they were good. It was tasted very fresh and it was crispy, but without any seasoning at all. It was like I need something on this. Like I like Slap Ya Mama and I like that. What is it? Chattery. I think is I like those kind of seasonings. So it was
Yeah,
just too bland, too bland.
yeah.
And they
Yeah,
didn't
if you're
offer
trying
like a lot of sauces. They didn't offer us like, oh, did you see our sauces? No.
hmm And and it's like you're in competition, with
Right.
Chick-fil-A. So it's like, guess what? Not coming back.
Yeah, your fries tasted like you just took them out of the freezer and dropped them in hot oil. They didn't even
It
have.
did.
Ugh.
They definitely could not compete with Chick-fil-A's waffle fries to me.
Mm.
And even we have a burger place that does yes, that's it. Tony
That's it.
Chattery. That's it. Tony Chattery. Is that how you say it?
Mhm.
It's probably French. Chacherie.
Yeah.
Chacherie.
Chacherie.
This is what I've done.
Chacherie.
I know it looks weathered and worn and everything. It's because I get the big thing of it. I just
Yeah.
refill this.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
Good
we don't
night.
have
Night,
slap your mama
Papa.
here.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, it's
Probably
not
can-
like to smack your mama.
Yeah.
She
Yeah, they
brought you to this world,
They
she
call it
took you
spank
up.
your. Oh, she's saying it. Chacherie. Chacherie or chacherie? Chacherie. Chacherie? Chacherie?
Gosh.
Yeah, because the two together make the letter say its name. So chacherie,
Mm.
I believe.
I just call it good.
Yeah, I just call it delicious. I get the one with
Delicious.
the extra spice, so it has less salt. Like I said, like we were talking about it before.
Mm.
And Girl Dad, Cooking Up Deliciousness, said that about the Slap Your Mama. Like, that's some good stuff. Stuff is fire, is what he put. I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love it on chicken too. Like that would be good on that chicken. I would enjoy that chicken so much
when
more.
When you grill it and you put this stuff on it. Oh, perfect.
It's really good. That's really good on seafood like that. I used that with just butter. That I might have used a little extra garlic, but I don't think so on the lobster tails when I grilled them ages ago. Oh, it was so good. Yellow rice and black beans. Oh my gosh, I'm getting myself hungry. And homemade mojito. Like I made a homemade mojito sauce to top the black beans.
Mm.
Yeah, this is
Creole seasoning on the chicken.
Yeah, it's type of Creole seasoning, I think, is Tony. Doesn't it say Creole on there or no? Or
Yeah.
Cajun? Yeah, it's a Creole. It's Creole.
So what makes it Creole as opposed to Cajun? What's the difference?
I don't know. That would be a question for Bayou Sugar. She knows because she, from the area. That's a Louisiana thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What is the difference?
Louisiana.
Yeah, my feet so much last couple days. I bet, Pass, because you have been on your feet cooking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Creole seasoning though. It's good. There used to be another one that was kind of good too. I can't think of his name. It had a chef on the front, like it had his picture. He kind of looked like Don Knotts. I think not Don Knotts. The other one that used to run with Burt Reynolds. That actor, he passed away. Oh shoot, he was kind of heavy set. And he had a
Really?
beard.
Oh,
It was Don something, I thought. And his kids went on to be actors too. I don't know why I can't. Who did you say, Barry?
I said Rickles, but that
No,
doesn't
not
right.
Rickles. His kids went on to be actors, and they were good-looking kids. Anyway, there's another.
Don
scene.
Johnson?
No. Yeah, his daughter went on and became an actress too. Woohoo! She's
So it's got salt, red pepper, black pepper, chili powder, chili pepper spices, which is in parentheses salt and garlic,
yeah,
dehydrated garlic, silicon dioxide,
that's a
Of course.
flowing agent, of course.
anti-caking agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anti-caking helps it flow.
Manufactured on equipment that uses milk, soy, and wheat.
Oh, nice. So you can have an allergy thing.
Come on, you're serious? That's all that's in this?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, whatever.
Let's see. Cajun versus Creole seasoning.
Is it Don DeLuise?
Yep. He looks like Dom DeLuise. Exactly. The seasoning, the chef on that seasoning looks a little bit like Dom DeLuise, and it's a Cajun type of seasoning too. Let's see. While very similar, the primary difference between Cajun and Creole seasonings is this. Cajun seasoning contains a combination of ground peppers, cayenne, black, white, etc., while Creole seasoning is heavy on the herbs, paprika, oregano, thyme, etc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's weird. They call that Creole, but it seems like it's more Cajun. Interesting. Thank you, Perfection Baking. Yeah, Don DeLuise. I loved him with Burt Reynolds. I was so sad when he died. When I was younger.
I can't even think of what he looks like.
Oh, as soon as you see him, you'll be like, "Oh yeah."
Look,
Don DeLuise.
a bit chunky,
Mm-hmm.
not very tall.
No, he wasn't very
And-
tall. He was just
Quirky.
a jolly, quirky fellow. Yeah, a lot of the parts that he played.
And he hung out with Burt Reynolds?
Mm-hmm. He did movies with Burt Reynolds.
I didn't watch a lot of Burt Reynolds movies, I guess.
Yeah, me neither.
I just whatever I saw he was in with Burt
Smokey and the
Reynolds when I was
Bandit,
younger.
like-
Yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah.
yeah, he might have been in that one. Let me see.
Sorry, y'all getting bitten alive outside while you're gardening?
Yes.
Or is it just me?
No. Well, you can't really see it. But,
Yeah, this is mine here. And they hurt.
Mhm.
Yes,
And I
Yeah.
had one on my back that the welt size was about this big, like it was on my, and I actually felt it when it was biting me because it wasn't pain, but it was like, that's something's happening. Or like whatever I was doing. It was like something's happening on my side there. And sure enough, I end up with a huge welt. And then I keep them forever.
yeah, they were
Creole
in.
means a mix of French and African. Cajun is more Caucasian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cajun. So Cajun is friendly to like white people. Thank you. Okay.
So that's not the spicy part. It's about spicy.
Spicy Caucasian people. Okay. That's so funny.
I use Neosporin on my bites, but it's not as good as it used to be.
Okay. Yeah. No, everything is being
Okay.
watered down. My mom, like with her cold and stuff, she was using Vicks. That's been the mainstay. And she says, and I said, yeah. Well, as a kid, I used to eat Vicks. Like I'd actually just take a little, and rub it on my chest, but also swallow it. Not good for you, but
Yeah.
I'm not a
And
doctor.
Yeah. As a
But my mom
kid,
goes, and I
like
said, Mom, it's very, very different than what it was. And
Yes.
so when she got hers, she goes, man, she says, I can really smell the petroleum.
Very-
And I said, yep.
Yep. Very chemical laden compared to what we had when we were younger. To me,
Oh.
that's what it smells. Very chemical to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was just teasing by you, by the way. I know it's got a mixture of all the different
I see.
herbs and everything, just like in Africa, they use all different.
Yeah. Brenda, what are chiggers?
Oh,
Don't
they're
know what those are.
horrible.
They're very, very tiny little red
They're horrible.
insects that bite you, and it's very, very painful bite.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They used to say that they went under the skin, and I think they figured out that they don't, right? They just bite. and
No, they
end.
just bite. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year and the year before,
I'm
I'd
glad it
get this
worked.
one with a little beetle, and it would actually just always jump on my hand,
Mhm.
jump, bite, and then jump away. And it would be painful. And then I would actually have such a reaction that my hand would actually swell up
And it's a
to
beetle.
whatever that it was. Like it was super teeny tiny little black thing, and it would just jump, bite, go. Like it was to the point where
Ow.
like you would feel it, and
Yeah.
you couldn't actually even stop it. So
No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you. By you.
mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, but everything that's biting me, it's hurting, and then I'm stuck with it for days and days, and it's like everything is itchy. I must have put some calamine on it. I don't put calamine on it.
Just put some Windex on it, like the
Put some Windex on it. My dad's
big fat.
always
Greek wedding.
soak it in some warm salt water. You just warm salt. You soak it. I broke my wrist, and you soak it in some warm salt water. It's like, no, I don't think that's gonna help me, Dad. Sure enough, it was like,
Oh
no, it's
yeah,
broken.
aloe vera with lidocaine. That's true. That combination might help. It's hard
Yeah.
to just pick up lidocaine on its own like that, though. I think
Yeah,
you can get
Like-
I
stuff
have the
with it.
lidocaine.
Yeah, the patches. You just shove a What? Look at
What
this.
the heck? What the heck? Ladies and gentlemen, to the stage. Homestead Aquarius.
An Aquarius.
Hey,
Wow.
He's coming to violate and tell me something I'm not supposed to be
know.
talking about and doing.
Right?
he's for real
Oh.
still. He's
I'm-
still.
I might have to
Gotta
go
keep
get
it.
some of my ribs and heat them up and eat them.
In
y'all
front
have
of
been
you.
talking about copulating up here. I heard you. Okay. I thought it was
Duh.
going to end last night with that nut job down there in Florida, but you're up
No.
here talking about it, saying the same words up there in Canada.
Ducks. We're talking about ducks copulating. And that
The-
green bird that can't seem to copulate with the right things. So
See, just stop. You're going to get you're going to get in trouble. What's up, DT? Oh Lord.
So
Y'all.
copulate is that word that'll get. I'll say it now on Friday night. So maybe you'll come up on my panel.
Man, y'all cracking me up. Y'all cracking me up, and I need that.
Good.
I have discovered that I accidentally defrosted my refrigerator freezer, so I'm cleaning all that up right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We had that happen when
Mhm.
ours went bad. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I've got beautiful ribeyes in there,
Oh no.
and I still got them, but I don't trust them so much. And I got a bunch of chicken legs, and I got some New York strip, and one corn dog that I had lost.
Mm. Maybe
I
cut
found
it.
a corn dog, but it was swimming in
Oh.
the defrost. It's a mess in here.
Oh no. And
Aw.
I'm so sorry. Well,
And
you
I
know what it is? It's
But you
bait.
can
It's bait. You can go fishing.
I can't.
Permission to go fishing.
Oh, I do that. Yeah, no,
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 it's not
that-
even
that
safe
might-
for that.
I ain't messing with it. It's a loss.
Oh.
I ain't gonna. I'm saying, oh, I could save that. Oh, I wonder if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get my Lysol out and make a clean sweep of it.
Getting it. Yeah, I was
Mm.
gonna click on
Well,
that.
I would, yeah,
lonely
I guess
corn
because I'm a mom of a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I would have smelt it, like especially with the beef, because it's
With
like
each
if it's
thing.
if it's still got chill on it,
It's
know,
got chill
and
on
it
but
smells
it's got years
and
on it too.
it's got what?
It's got years I got
Oh.
stuff in there that was used by 2018.
Oh,
It's got
Oh.
freezer burning looking kind of stuff.
So then,
You know.
so then chop it up, make it into a stew.
You know what?
Mm.
No.
No, he doesn't want to get sick. He's saying it was old. It was old to begin with, so he's like, yeah, maybe.
I thought about firing up the grill,
Yeah.
and here it is at 12:30 at night, and
Right.
cooking everything that's gone bad, and then or will be bad by tomorrow by the time it's thawed out, and Lord knows, and old and everything, and then giving it to my dog a little bit at a time, no, I'm not doing that. It'd be fine, but it's midnight. That's going to mean me cooking and processing food till like
That's
4
true.
o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing that.
That's true.
But y'all been cracking me up, and I've been seeing stuff, and I wish I was up here to respond to some of the stuff. I can't do it. And who was it? Bayou Sugar Garden. What she said. Oh my God. She said what? Creole to my family means a mix of French and African. Cajun is more Caucasian. You know what that is? That's Caucasian.
Caucasian. Yeah.
Caucasian. That's that Caucasian cooking. Lord.
Yeah.
And then you had to say, what's a chigger? What's a chigger? Lord, girl.
I'm from the north.
What's a chigger? She said. That's what prompted me. I said, okay, that's it. I got to come up and discuss chiggers with this lady, right? Chiggers. I'm motivated on chiggers now. Them things are little beasts. They're hell spawn themselves, right? You can't even see them. They're so small.
Yeah.
But they will get on your body so fast for something that's so small, right? How in the world do they get from ground level all the way up your britches to your crotch area and make them a nest?
Yeah. And you remember when cars were made out of metal? They loved cars. Well, they would be crawling all over that car, but you could not see them until you leaned up against it. And then you're going, "Well, something's biting me," and it'd be chiggers.
And chiggers
They're
is
really
these little
ugly.
round things with these little stubby legs, right? That would be like me or Dom DeLuise going up and pulling a Spider-Man up the Empire State Building, right? In like under 10 minutes, right? Now here's the thing, all right? Here's some college knowledge for you that I didn't know until like a few years ago. I always thought that chiggers, they buried in, they bit you and they buried in. That's what everybody always said. But they don't. These little chiggers are so small you can't even see them, right? They climb up your body or get wherever they're going to get to where they can get them some skin. And they take a bite and they suck your juices out and put their juices in you. And then they're gone. They jump off and run back to the woods, right? Fast now. They don't bury in, right? And by the time you know that you've been bit by a chigger, they already gone. You're out of the woods and everything. That big old red spots, plumped up. Chiggers are nasty. They're terrible. Terrible little creatures.
They're very ugly looking too. All right. All right, Joshua, you go do your homework. Have a good night. Yeah, no, they're like, I just looked, I don't even want to share the picture. It's like little bright red spiders are gross.
They're terrible, terrible little animals. And we got them all over down here. And I know that Barry's covered up with them down there. I know he is.
You got chiggers there, Barry? Oh, he's not there.
There's chiggers all over the place. I heard I was
Not
watching
like
somebody up in like Indiana or even further up and west from me, and they were talking about how bad their chiggers were.
yeah, Ohio. I remember growing up in Ohio, they were bad, but I have not encountered any here in Kentucky. But I mean, I've heard people say, if they've had to deal with chiggers before. But
Mm.
I've been in and out of this tall grass over here. Never, Now mosquitoes never used to bite me, and now this year they're all over me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
brutal. Yeah, but it's just the fact that the welt that I get, and then this welt will be here for a couple of weeks. Like, and it's hot, it's swollen, it's raised, it's quite big, and that's the part where it's like, ugh, I got one in the back, oh, got one. So, but I'm in the bushes in the cooler areas, so of course that I'm getting attacked when I'm there. So
It's bad.
they leave horrible bites that take forever to heal.
They do. They're terrible. And when I was a kid,
Mm.
I had nail polish on me and Campo Finique and whatever else Granny could drag out of the cabinetry there. And of course, you didn't kill the chigger. Chigger was already gone. We didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
was always said. It was that way. You got to smother them out, and that didn't do nothing.
yeah.
But Benadryl, that kind of stuff will help. But
Mm-hmm.
chiggers, what are chiggers? They're the devil's pets that he lets run here on Earth. Is what chiggers are. So,
Well, I don't think we have them here, which I'm certainly hoping we don't.
no, you probably ain't got them. If the rest of Canada's got them, you ain't got them because you're over there on that protected little precious Vancouver Island. You got your own little
Island.
kingdom up there, and so they have to
Yes.
swim to get over there, right?
Yes. Yeah. They'd have to swim. Wing, wing, wing,
And
wing.
they have to swim, them little legs, and they could probably do it. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh,
What are you
well,
eating? Just wait a minute. Like, she went and got food. And
I
like
did.
ribs.
A rib,
Oh, come
and
on.
some cheese and pepperoni.
Come
oh
on.
my
That's just
God,
rude.
Sorry. I'm
I
sorry
threw
for
away
making
some
me hungry.
pepperoni.
Rude is I come up here and she's got a big one of her breads on the screen. I've been hungry ever since I saw it. I was like, oh, this sounds so good.
That's
Wow.
okay, Carol. I've got a pizza going in the oven.
And I'll tell you what, this has taught me one thing. I am a single man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some things that I just don't worry myself about.
Mm-hmm.
But this has proved to me that I need to occasionally, on a routine basis, get in here and clean out that refrigerator and freezer and make sure that everything's okay in there. Okay.
Yeah.
I have learned.
Mm-hmm.
I found
Yeah.
things in there that
We do. I think that's why we're all friends, Passamaquoddy. We eat at the weirdest hours.
Yeah.
I found
She
things
just
that
had
trouble me.
Yeah. Well, the thing is yeah, you do have to get in there to, check things out and make sure things are running, just so that you don't lose the food. That's the
I lost Kerrygold butter.
oh.
I lost
Yeah.
cheese. I lost
Why would
all
you lose
kinds of
Kerrygold butter?
because
Butter's
Kerrygold butter is
fine.
awesome. It's awesome. Well,
So
it's
how'd you
rather
lose it?
old.
If
And
it'll be
it's
fine.
no, it's not fine. Okay, just trust me on this. Really need to. Just, there's stuff in there that I don't want to touch. Okay, some of that. But on the bright side, okay, I did, and I put this in the thing. But about 4 months ago, I bought a great big party bag size of M&Ms, right, the biggest one they had,
Mm-hmm.
and then I couldn't find it. And I'm like, "Where's my dang M&Ms? I'm having a chocolate craving. I need my dang M&Ms.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find them nowhere." Well, apparently, when I brought in stuff from the car and put away groceries, I put away my M&Ms in the refrigerator with the cheese and other things.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found my M&Ms, right? So that's a good thing.
Okay.
They're still sealed.
They're in the fridge.
No, they're not in the fridge now. They're hopefully
They're in
they
the-
won't be a mess. I ain't opened
My
it up.
belly.
Still factory sealed, but I got way too much chocolate in there for me. I gotta have a little bit of chocolate, a little bit. But anyhow,
Is the fridge still working though?
the fridge is still working.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
See what it is. It's a little fridge, and I have, come in there and put my pack of chicken in there, put my hamburger meat in there, put this and that. As I'm taking it out, there's a little control knob over there on the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a package or two that has been removed that has hit that control knob and turned that control knob all the way down to the lowest setting. And that was yesterday morning, sometime yesterday. And it turned it down to the lowest setting. So everything thawed out without me knowing it. And so now I'm doing the cleanup operation, which on a routine and regular basis. But enough about my domestic situation here. Y'all keep going, keep entertaining me while I'm doing this mundane stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a question there for you, sir. So with the silver now $30 an ounce, is that good, bad, or nothing at all? Just asking y'all's opinion. That's from GT Junior. But it depends on what was the price of silver yesterday.
Now, silver did take a little jump. I saw that question, or the one before said silver went up $30 an ounce. And I was like, oh my, I'm rich. Didn't even know it. But no, I didn't go up $30 an ounce. It's been, let me just check.
Yeah, it's 42.58 Canadian here right now. Yeah. So I don't know what it was yesterday. What was it in American? America, I'll go find it. I'm just gonna, if I can move my dang mouse over there and get it over there and I can click it. Okay, it's 31. It's 1 ounce. Hey, your American dollar, your American silver, 1 ounce. 1 ounce is 1 ounce of silver. In American money, it's 31.22. That's what you get. You get 31.22 if you go sell 1 ounce. $31.
That's my favorite favorite dessert. Just eating
you
people.
My favorite.
The guy across the street did some of his fireworks tonight, and the first one went off. And it went, like thud, awesome. Boom, and I said, "America!" You could hear him over there giggling. I didn't think he'd hear me.
Well, now you know that he can hear you. So he bought it for $22. So you've made $10 each ounce. So that's pretty darn good. That's a happy thing.
What it means? What does it mean for silver? Is 31? Well, it's I'm not sure if that's an all-time high because just a couple of months ago it went to. No, it's not. No, it's not an all-time high because $50 is silver's 50-something dollars is silver's all-time high. But that was due to the Hunt brothers manipulating the market and basically buying all the silver on the planet that could be found and then dumping it all at once. They made lots of money in that move. But that's an artificial high of $50+ an ounce. Lately, I think 32. What did it go up to? I don't think it made it to 34. 30. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what recently. It's been so crazy. But what does it mean? It means that silver and gold are both things that are wonderful for people to be putting some of their money into. And because here's what you're doing. When you take your money and put it into silver and gold, you're just putting money. You're buying money
Wow.
with money. Okay,
Mhm.
you're buying the money that the banks and the countries deal with. Okay,
Mhm.
Right.
you're getting the
Exactly.
real money,
Right.
not inflated fiat dollars
Very
that will
cool.
be worthless one day. Um,
Mhm.
but it's a lot of chaos right now in the world, and that's bound to increase. Right now,
Mhm.
every country in the world, every large bank is trying to get as much gold and silver as they can into their vaults.
And what
Yeah.
we're looking at is 99.9% silver. Like what when they're talking about silver, like for people who are watching who aren't familiar with, buying metals and things like that, what type of
Well,
silver is this that's collectible like that?
yeah, what you want to do, what the average person wants to do, especially beginners, just find a local coin shop and uh, find something that you like. Don't spend your money on collectible gold and silver coins. Don't
Mm.
spend your money on high grade numismatic coins,
Mhm.
things that are
So
collectors. Don't do it.
Okay.
so you mean, what do you mean by collector's coins? Like, what does that mean?
Well, you can buy just bullion, just basic bullion,
Got it.
um, and that can be either a country's official bullion
Mhm.
or um, private mints. I guess I could get some out, but there's American Silver Eagles
Mhm.
is 1 ounce of fine silver, 3 9s fine or 4 9s fine. Canadian silver, same thing. It's 4 9s fine. Actually, yeah, it's 4 9s fine. They've got
What do you mean by
gold.
49?
Yeah, what is
49?
that?
And still
That means it's uh, 99.999.
okay.
Okay.
That's what I
It's
bought. I bought
Yeah.
to the right
ingots.
of the
And
decimal, right? To the right of the decimal, 4 9s fine to the right of the decimal means it's
right,
almost, you can't get a whole lot more pure. In fact,
right.
Canada even has one that's 5 9s fine.
Okay.
I got
I think I've got. I
70
think I've got.
cents. Looks like silver.
Yeah, I didn't do
But
small denomination. I actually bought silver ingots, and I thought, well, what the heck are you going to do with that, Maureen? Like, shave off a piece, or like, grind off a piece when you need to
Shave
use
off.
it, because
I love
they're
it.
that's good
heavy.
stuff.
They're heavy ingots, and I
Did you
don't
get
I don't
100
know
ounce
how much
bars?
they are.
100 ounce bars?
I don't know. I haven't
Kilos?
looked at them in a
Okay,
few
yeah.
years.
Don't talk about it too much. That's the thing.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
and all that I'm sure went away somewhere. It
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
got lost in the boat.
Not on my property.
Nope.
No,
But
what are you even
people
talking about?
wanna.
Mhm.
It's not too late to get into buying precious metals and having that
Never.
Yeah.
as part of your plan. But anybody that's beginning or even thinking about it, what you want to do is just do something that's safe for you.
Yeah.
Make sure
Yeah.
you've got everything else covered. Um, and then have a set amount that you go down once a week, once a month, or whatever, and you buy a little bit of precious metals. You know, when you start getting into advice and things like that, everybody's different. Um, there's people that can put down $100,000 a month, and some that can put down $10 a month.
Yeah.
So it's all
Yeah.
based on each individual thing.
Yeah.
But consistency and having a plan is the best thing for everything, including adding to your supply of precious metals.
Mm.
Don't, if somebody tells you something's going to go to the moon and you're going to get rich and put all your money, sell your house, everything, and buy gold, people do that, right? And then next month, they're sitting there crying because they listen to
Drops
somebody,
out.
so do your own research.
In the words of Maureen, wah, 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 wah.
Right. But I
Yeah.
would recommend people going to a local coin shop and buying it in person.
Yeah.
There are lots of counterfeits out there,
And scammers.
lots of scammers, especially on
Yeah.
Facebook and eBay.
Yeah. I'm afraid
Go
of what I got
in
fake.
person. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need
Um,
to do that.
That
I just
is-
bought from my local bank. That's what I did.
that works
You know,
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so then I am picking it up in person. I ordered it through their website and that.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even
That-
know that was an option. Wow. That's cool.
You can
actually,
actually go to
you
some
can,
banks here in America.
yeah.
In
Rubbing my
Mexico,
butt.
people still do that. Almost every bank in the world, a country with banks in the world, except
Don't do
America.
that, Carol.
My butt hurts.
Oh my goodness.
It's that whole hip all the way back to the butt. I don't know what I did.
Heard it.
Now we're talking about pressure.
Sorry.
Welcome
Everybody's eating a late night snack.
And I want what, buy
Sure.
Homestead
Well-
Aquarius is throwing out his food. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Our banks here, like when I travel to Mexico,
Yeah.
I order because
Depending where
I
you're
tip
going.
with US dollars, and so then I just
Shawnee
call
too.
them up and say, hey, I need to have $51 US bills, and
Right.
and they order it for me, or if they have it on hand, or any currency. Like if I'm traveling, to Europe or whatever, then I can go and get. I've ordered or called them and said, hey, I need to have XYZ.
Mm.
So.
Yeah,
Sweet
so we
Thumb
come.
got the right idea. She's
Yeah.
a dollar cost average.
He was
That's-
surprised. He was surprised. He was like, I went to get a sandwich and then I came back and y'all are rich. What's going on? What are we talking about?
I wish.
I know.
Ain't nobody rich around here now.
I think he was
Nope.
talking about GT because GT bought it lower. He was like, woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm.
it's
Oh, you're
it's going to
being
be
good.
interesting,
GT,
right?
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the U.S. dollar and its status around the world as reserve currency is being challenged. It's still like the cleanest dirty shirt, in the pile, and so people will pick that a lot of times. But it's the world's changing, and
Yeah.
Right. The bricks were
and that's going to change everything. And I don't want to get into everything and tell everything that I believe is going to happen, but I mean, right here, but it's not a pretty picture for the next few years, okay, if not long. So be prepared, grow your own food,
Yeah.
Amen.
make partnerships with people that grow animals and raise them, do your own thing. If they're telling you can't grow your own animals, and grow your own food and throw the bums out, live cheap, put your money into hard savings, like
Mhm.
metals and things that you will use.
Right.
And always cash too. Cash is a wonderful thing. And if you've got your own supply of cash that's outside of the bank where
Yes.
you can get hold of it,
Yeah.
because there's already bank runs, there's already banks shut down. We've got a lot of people are going to be shocked
Right.
for the rest of this year
Right.
and next year as we go.
Yeah.
But
I got some George Washingtons here.
yeah.
Yes, I know, GT. That's what I'm trying to figure out for us. I don't know. I mean, other than the jugs we have, what that could be. Like where we could even store it because our place is so small.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even getting life straws.
Yeah, we have that, like pitchers, but I mean actual storage of clean water. Like you see people who are able to get those IBC totes and fill them and
Mm-hmm.
have that as a resource. Like that's all I meant. Like, but yeah, there is life straws and filtered pitchers, and then there's the pill. Like they're like little pills, tablets. Yeah,
There are better things than life straws, but life straws are more like for on the go. If you're at the house, you want to get a good filtering system. But I would recommend having, multiple layers,
Mhm.
some
Yeah.
for your house and some for on the go, whatever.
Okay,
But,
that's what I was talking about. Yeah, so because I had heard the life straws were iffy. Like I didn't know if I should get any of those, but
well, they're good. They're good.
Okay.
There's lots of products out there that people believe in.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I didn't know if they were like, I didn't know if it was mostly people pushing it on YouTube. How do you say it?
Yeah.
Like commercialization of that one brand compared to like
it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good product.
Okay.
But you don't want to sit there and be counting on life straws to help you with your water needs for your household.
Exactly.
That's
what I need past Passamaquoddy. That's the next thing. The water bob. I forgot about that.
That's where your IBC totes come in. That's where your like what you're talking about. That's where your a water filter,
storing that
like a Berkey, in your home.
Yeah.
Will help you.
Yeah.
That's where water features like little turtle ponds and koi ponds and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's where having those on your property gives you a place for nature, and it also gives you an alternate water source. It's just sitting right there. Same thing goes with a swimming pool. It's a water source right there, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And people have had to count on that. But
what's a water bob?
It's like a big plastic, I think, thing that you can fill up. They're like foldable that you can put them away.
Yeah, a lot of times
you
the
don't
water
eat them.
It's a big, thick plastic bladder that you put into your tub, and you fill it up with the water. Because here's the thing: if something happens, it's like all of a sudden power's outage, and you know that the world's coming to an end. You get your water bob, and you put it in a tub, and then you fill it up with whatever water is available still in the system and gravity fed, and you've got yourself a whole lot of water all of a sudden. But knowing when the end of the world is going, I know
it's a little tricky. Exactly,
it is tricky. It's a good thought. Okay, and but maybe it's just a power outage for like a day or two. Ain't everybody, or maybe it's the end of the world, and you've got to have your water in the
ready.
thing there.
Yeah. Well, that's just like with people who like the solar ones are great, but these ones that are like generators that you plug in and you have to just keep tapping them off until the end of the world. Like you have to just keep that thing. You got to keep that thing charged. It's like how do you time it? Oh, you still here?
Well, those are pretty good. The so-called solar generators, which is a stupid name.
Yeah.
But those little units, I've thought about.
I would love one. Yeah.
Most have about a 10-year lifespan to them.
Yeah.
So 10 years is,
Yeah. But I mean, keeping them topped off like all that time because you just don't know. Because it'll take a while.
Use them and keep them in use.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. The more you can make your own lifestyle, be like that.
Yeah.
The better. If you've got a small, let's just say solar generator there, if you've got one and you're using it on a routine basis, that's a good thing. It'll be ready for you.
LP, I didn't realize you were the LP Dimension from Instagram. I follow LP on Instagram before I knew her on here. That's so funny.
So I'm
Sorry.
showing you this here, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Just showing you these different pictures here.
Yeah, water bombs are pretty cool. It's just, when do you know it's
Exactly. When do we fill it up?
you know? Well,
But
we
that
can't.
for
We
like,
got water, but we can't take a bath. You
yeah,
know,
for
we got
her.
water in the
for-
bath. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
it's
True.
a neat thing.
Right.
Mm.
And you
But
got the
I
reg-
have, you know, I don't. I mean, for some people, it's going to be a good thing. And it's going to help them, and it already has, I'm sure.
How funny.
You know, but
Maybe.
I can't see in a disaster.
Yeah.
I just, I mean, I can see in a disaster. It's just if you know that it's coming or whatever, go ahead and fill it up because you ain't gonna have
Right.
no power. Like in a hurricane, right? Here's the thing: if you've got a hurricane coming,
Right.
like the folks in Texas and Mexico and all around,
They should have one of these.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea before
Right.
it gets there. Everybody
Get one.
take a shower, get clean, and then put the water bob in there.
All right.
Fill it up while you've got, grid
Mhm.
stuff. Fill it up with the water. That's a great
Right.
thing for that. It's a great thing to do on a routine basis during these storms that come up. And then get your solar generator. Make sure it's topped off before that hurricane gets there, right? And you've got your power. That's what it's for. You know,
Thanks, LP. That's so funny.
Lord.
I was just thinking they should have one for people who are taking out their tubs now and they have stand up showers. They should have something that has like a little bit more strength on, and you could fill up like that. I
That'd
mean,
be good.
yeah, they should design something that's a
Mhm.
little bit stronger.
Well, the water bottles that you get, those water jugs, those the big jugs at Walmart, it's great for that, right? It's a durable plastic. All those big purpose-made water jugs, that's what they're for. Get those and have them
Mm-hmm.
filled up, and you've got it ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I do because you don't like it. It wouldn't take the end of the world kind of scenario. We could have just everything's connected to the internet. It wouldn't take but one cyber attack to shut our water system down.
Mhm.
And I always keep like a few gallons of water in jugs that used to be water jugs, that you bought in the store for $1 or $2. Because you don't know, I might wake up tomorrow and there not be any water. And could have been a what's a live stream without cat butt? I'm sorry, folks.
Yeah. Oh, cat butt. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. The way it's just up there. Oh my goodness. That was so funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's it's definitely interesting. And like I'm the same where I we always had a water cooler, so I've always had the big 5-gallon water jugs and stuff like that. But even some of are just they're 4-liter jugs. Well, we filled those up, and that's just more for not water for drinking, but it's like water for something, Yeah, it's $55 in Canada for me to buy one.
Yeah.
Everything's cheaper in the States, man.
And they also have those stackable water jugs. Sweet Thumb, what do you have for water? Since you said you've been doing it, what do you have for water? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know.
Basically, what folks need to do is have these things thought of before it gets to be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's called being prepared,
Yeah.
Oh no, that's awful, Shawnee.
You're awful. She just
Midwest has the boil water orders. They said because of all the rain, the treatment plants are overrun and failing in smaller communities. Ooh, Shawnee.
Yeah, they've had nasty flooding up there, dams busting, and all kind of nasty stuff. That one on the Blue Earth River, or I forget which one it is, but or Blue Earth is the place. What was it? Barry, You know,
So
you know
what?
the name of that place? It was last week or 2 weeks ago when that dam failed and
Oh,
it bust wide open,
yeah.
bust around the side. At Rapidan. That's it. Yeah, I watched that. Oh, it was a mess. It's a
Oh,
mess.
wow.
And
That's
then it took
horrible.
the house, and
Yeah.
you know, this stuff happens, and people
Yeah.
need to be ready. And
Mhm.
Carol, what you're talking about with those IBC totes, that's a real thing.
I know.
The thing is if you've got the ability to do that, you go ahead and build you a system like that,
I just don't.
then
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Right.
You know? You got the rain for it.
Yeah,
And,
but I'm in the suburbs, and Theron would probably never understand that whole situation at all. Plus, I don't know what the laws are for harvesting water.
well, that's true. That's
Like
true.
how much we're allowed to really harvest and use for what. Like it's probably just for our gardens. You know how they came down on that one family that was off grid, and that was in Florida.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't. No, you can't put your own solar panels out there. You can't do this. You can't do that. And
Right.
that's where we got to throw the bums out.
Yeah. Right.
Throw the
The
bums
people
out.
that throw the bums out. Well, see that like the solar
Oh.
scams that they've been putting on everybody.
Right.
It's like,
Coming door to door, and then they've got you. They've got you twice with electricity, plus then they make you pay back that solar.
I just looked it up for you.
Yeah.
So, rainwater collection in Florida for non-potable uses. Any regulations or laws, rainwater harvesting can help reduce the strain on groundwater during dry seasons. It can be used for a variety of purposes: irrigation, washing vehicles, filling swimming pools, fountains, and ponds, flushing toilets and urinals in some areas.
Yeah. Not drinking. They don't mention it for
Yes,
people.
they don't mention drinking water.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
that's where we don't worry about what they say. As long as
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
got water there,
Got it.
you can put that water
Yeah.
through a
So
filter,
Yeah.
and then it becomes potable.
And you've got the Red Cross telling you fill your tubs full of water in a crisis, right?
Yeah.
So who you know?
But that's for potable water to flush your toilets. It's not usually supposed to be for
Yeah.
drinking water. You're supposed to
Potable
go out
water.
and get bottled water for that. Yeah.
You
Go
know.
get your bottled water,
So-
use it, rotate it, save the jugs. Right? I've got a dump truck. I'm serious. I've probably got 600 gallons worth of
I saw
bottled
that.
water bottle. Right? I probably got that much.
Excuse me.
Not use them right now because I'm thinking about using them for gardening and some other stuff, But have a system and just work it, and have backups. HOAs are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, they are. So are
And,
cities. At my city, that's what I was just typing to Rob, was like, I'm married to a major rule follower, and I made a mistake when I called and asked what the chicken laws were in my city. There's the chicken law is you can't have them, and you can't have any fowl, meaning you can't even have quail because they're considered game birds. So nope, can't have anything. Sorry, you get to starve if something happens.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So Passamaquoddy asked me to
Excuse me.
share this photo.
Oh yeah, the
Ooh.
old
So
fashioned.
yes,
Okay.
Passamaquoddy.
The washing,
Pretty.
yeah, to wash up.
That is some of the prettiest
Mm.
bread I've ever seen.
Yeah, to wash up after. Yeah, I remember
Yeah, it
those from
is.
Victorian times. I was wondering what you meant by wash bowl. I get it. As
There
soon
you
as
go.
Okay.
Brenda said it, I got it. Okay. Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
point.
We're using them every day. See, that's where we come from. We come from that, right? There's
Yes.
a lot of people that's still there,
Yes.
and there's a lot of people that are there on purpose.
Yes.
Okay, so there's all different ways of looking at that. It's just a thingamabob sitting there, just a decoration of time gone by for some people, and for
Right.
some people, it's how they gonna bath up that night
Yeah.
right now on this planet, and that's most people on this planet. Most people.
Yeah.
But I have found the more, in my life, it's always been the more I can get back to the real basics, and do okay with that, the better off I am. I don't have to count on the things that other people have to count on. And that's the whole thing, making it easy to live, right? And anyhow, I need to get off of here because I am passionate about this and run my mouth and run folks off.
Yeah.
And that would defeat the purpose of me if y'all entertaining me while I go.
Yeah. No, you're great to have up right now because that was neat that came up. Those two things came up and they're perfect for you to talk on.
Yeah, it is good. Enjoy having you up too.
Yeah, we do. We miss you. Miss you.
Yeah, well, I gotta stay away.
I understand.
I got too much going on in my life.
Right.
Of a negative nature right now, and I got to focus on some of that. And I should put out a video. It's like, well, let me give y'all an update about what I'm doing. I don't even want to do that. There's so much about YouTube that has been wonderful, and then so much of it has been a disgusting thing, right?
Yes.
And I'm fed up with the bad parts, but I ain't gonna get into that. Not here, not now. I'll do that in general, but I appreciate it. And, you just got to have.
We appreciate you popping in. It's nice. It's nice to see you. Just to have you come in and say a little hello and let others know that you're still alive and kicking.
I'm still alive and kicking. I had to come up here and give y'all some hillbilly talk. I don't know. I'll probably make a video here pretty soon. But main thing is, whatever I do on YouTube, I'm going back to have fun.
Good.
And to enjoy what I'm doing again.
Good.
And that's the only way forward for me. But anyhow, y'all be good. Buy your silver, buy your gold, tuck it away. Just take some of your money, and put it over there into the real money. Okay.
Right.
Hey, guess what? If nothing happens, you got real money sitting there, and you can turn it back in.
Yeah, it might copulate. It might copulate and create more money.
Oh, I wish. I wish there was some copulation going on right now with my stuff.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be great.
Look at you little baby silvers and golds. Oh, you're so sweet. You need more.
If little Benji in there wants to go on and copulate with Lady Liberty, I'll be fine. Right. And they can just pop out a bunch of little mercs and little 10 ounces and stuff.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah,
I'd be happy. I'd be happy. I put my feet up.
Y'all. I'm gonna go before y'all corrupt me.
Okay.
All right.
Too late.
Fine. And I'm just gonna also let you know, sir, we are gonna be saying goodbye. Because I know last time you got pretty upset that we just said, okay, goodbye, and hung up.
That's right.
So the goodbyes are going to start.
They have these dang live streams, and they say, oh, okay, well, I've been on here for as long as I need to. Now, y'all go away. It's like, what?
Okay, we're ending. Yeah, they just,
yeah. Well, it's been 4 hours.
Goodbyes. That's what we have to say because we have Southerners, so we have to say your Southern goodbyes because we're about to say goodbye soon.
So bless your heart, Homestead Aquarius.
Bless
your heart.
Good. Right.
Anyway, thanks for coming up, sir.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Mhm.
I know.
gonna-
I wish mine reproduced. That would be nice. I just said that because he was teasing me about the word copulation because I was talking about
I know.
ducks.
he gets all kind of, hey,
Certain
what are you
words.
guys talking about that stuff.
Right.
Like talking about ducks.
I got some
Yeah.
bills in my wallet. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can get them to.
Put on some Barry White and leave your wallet in the room with some candlelight on.
Yes,
You'll
exactly.
never find.
As long as you live.
Mm,
Then it goes up too high.
yes, precious metals coming too.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, that part. Yeah.
Someone who loves
Like it goes into
you have to start really
Mariah
low.
Yes.
Fine.
Gotta be Barry.
Mm. Anyway, so yeah, we've been hanging out here. I was actually going to shut it down at 3 hours, and then everybody just kept bringing in more food, talking about food, and
Oh,
look at what
having
we're
a good
eating, look at
time.
what we're doing, and you're like, "You people,
We're
stop
getting you
it."
up to that 4,000.
Exactly. That little bit. Yeah, actually next Saturday I will not be doing a live. I'll be
Have a
I have
gig.
to go to a going away party.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. Now I want some bread. That's right, Abe.
I know. And it's like, and I have bread, but it's like I've got some extra because I'm taking 2 on my trip with me for my
Mhm.
sister-in-law, and then one person she changed her mind. She said, I can do it in 2 weeks. And it was like, oh, well, I could. So I thought I'll give it to my pastor. So I could go and eat the pastor's bread. But I just feel like it's just wrong
Yeah, it's like
to go and eat the pastor's bread.
Rob wants you to use your falsetto, Barry, and hit those notes.
It's gone.
Hilarious. Oh my gosh. I know. Soon enough, you'll be able to do that with AI, I'm sure, where you can just click
Yeah.
a filter and do whatever you want, which is scary.
Yeah. Well, but except for when he's singing, when Lou Rawls is singing the song, he doesn't go way up high.
Yeah,
You just
no.
have to start in the bottom. But
Right.
it's just where you started.
But
you
his
know, 'cause I got
bottom is super
Yeah.
bottom, right?
Yeah.
It's like really,
Yeah,
really
no,
low.
Barry could have started lower than that.
There
He
you go.
started at a nice tone, but then it's like, where do you go from here? Nowhere.
The cosmos. You go into the cosmos. You reach for the stars.
Anyway, so thank you all so much, and thank you to
miss.
Broke and J3Gs and
Yeah.
GT and Homestead
Great.
Aquarius, and of course Barry and Carol for hanging out with me here tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, and Laura. Did I catch Laura?
Yep.
So I do
Laura.
really appreciate you guys all, making my Saturday nights fun and something to look forward to especially when you're, when you live kind of this little bit of solitary life. It's just great to have people that you get to connect with and
Mhm.
tell your woes to. And so
True.
it is that thing where it's like, I look forward to it. So
Me too.
anyway, thank you all so very much.
Much love.
Love you
Yeah.
all. Everybody stay safe
you all.
and keep your head on swivel. And
Yeah.
Oh, there's our trust the process. See you in the
Yep.
streets.
When GT
Everybody
on.
saying good night, saying some facts. Good
Right.
night.
Good night. Farewell.
Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Good night. Bye, everybody.